was the man of the house at 12, contemplating ways to make it about this hell. Survive and maybe write a book all about the tell. Cause mama said with just a smidgen of doubt you fell. So since then I hit the block with no ounce to sell. Cause I knew she wasn't bailing me out the jail if I got caught, so I fought for the heart to take part in the art that would likely tear my soul apart. So call me conscience, cause I don't spit nonsense. I just give them options, diversify the topics. Knock it if you must, you wouldn't be the first one, I'm certain. Got thick skin, so it don't hurt none. If I was cursing and blurting stupidity, it only make the situation worsen. My peoples is thirsting, while demons is lurking. It's about time somebody pull back the curtain. So I gotta push, like a mother giving birth. When it hurt, I'ma push. When the scene looked the worst, I'm the first one to push. For Dr. King and push for Malcolm, push the powers that be to change the outcome. Push like a mother giving birth. When it hurt, I'ma push. When the scene looked the worst, I'm the first one to push. For Peltier and push for Lumumba, push for the babies, push for the future. Yo, I change for work so I can work for change and make the change work for me. It's a hurtful thing, getting paid on Friday and broke by the weekend. Depressed, I can't do much else but sleep in. Cause we was bred for a life of crime. On legit way is hooping or writing rhymes. The mic's my grind. Third job, seed that I never had. Fight, fuss, scream, even dream with a pen and pad. I was raised with no pops and heaters was the stove tops. Looking at it objectively, I see why rappers go pop. But I couldn't look my peoples in the eyes, knowing I lied and became the one thing I despise. So I gotta push hard, scarred and bruised up, watching the same system that falsely accused us. I know I'll be in pain, but I can't let the work of my ancestors be in vain. So I'ma push like a mother giving birth. When it hurt, I'ma push. When the scene looked the worst, I'm the first one to push. For Rosa Parks, push for Diallo, push for the truth and the answers will follow. Push like a mother giving birth. When it hurt, I'ma push. When the scene looked the worst, I'm the first one to push. For the block, for my brothers, for my sisters, cause I love you. Push. Same cat that say the cops is cowards on the block moving rocks and powder. What you think of that? Politicians saying we can change when they the main ones that need to change. What you think of that? All these rappers wanna front on tracks, all my favorites need to come on back. We need some banging stuff. Then eventually they do come back, and I'm like, damn, why do come back? You need to hang it up, like clothes in the closet. Mike Phelps when I flow on the topic. Might help if I boast it for profit. It's dope, you can't smoke it or chop it. Toxic, DNQ with random beats, and guess what? We in tune, like pulling the E string, doing the D thing. Check what we bring. If this is your first time hearing this, you about to experience top flight lyricism. Backpedal past comp with the quickness. Urgent care couldn't cure my sickness. Like ovarian cysts, I rarely would spit below who they comparing me with. This is it. Thanks for the patience. I promise this one's worth its weight in gold plating. You can't just comb. I'm on the mic and I'm back at home. Let's get it on.
Yo, what's good, y'all? I am hanging out here. I'm in a couple places at once, actually. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Twitch too. I'm in a couple places. Anyway, welcome. It's Mega Ran. It's me. It's Mega Ran. Yeah, man, I'm excited. I just wanted to celebrate a little bit. I just want to celebrate. All right, for those of you who are very new to this journey and are like, man, what is he even going on about? What's all this hullabaloo? The hullabaloo, quite frankly, is my baby is 20. It's my baby's a grown album. One more year, it can have a drink. But man, it's been a amazing journey, man. So I really can't say enough about all the, where we've been able to get with this journey through music. So whether you picked up At stage one, which would have been, 2006, approximately 20 years and 2 days ago. Whether you picked up there or if you are just coming into this journey in the last couple of weeks. What's up, Sky Blue? What's up, Wolfen? Um, so yeah, it's been kind of cool. So I didn't really know how to like fully celebrate this, honestly. And I don't even know, come to think of it, if this is going to work. I want to play the album live and just kind of stop it occasionally, talk about it. Um, I know that you can share screens on this. I do not know if you can share Spotify. There's a Chrome tab thing, there's a window thing. All right, it does say a window thing plus audio. So let's see. Let's try this. Bam. Oh, all right. Looks to be working. There it is. I will get this out the way. All right, so here it is. This is an album called The Call that came out when your boy was just a lad. Pro tip: be careful sharing screen audio if you have a guest; they will hear themselves. Oh well, okay. Yeah. So I think we're good though. And yeah, I think we are. All right, just testing, making sure everybody can hear me everywhere. If you can hear me, if you see me, if you can hear me, you can see me. Type of one if you currently can hear me and I sound okay. Type of two if you want a little more volume on either me or even the music. Um then our Mo, my man Kevin is here. Oh my gosh. Shouts to Kevin. Ah man, such a absolute visionary. Shout out to Kevin Parkinson, has helped me out a ton in this journey. Um, Big shout out to Kevin. In fact, I will probably be hitting you up because it's been a very long time. I'm gonna be hitting you up very soon. Just making sure you can hear me okay. And everything's good. Um, and yeah, man, I will certainly be talking to you soon, man. Shout out to Kevin. Good brother, family man, very good cat, very creative, always working on dope videos, lots of good stuff. What are you working on right now, my friend? Um, Anywho, um, what am I working on? So, what I'm working on, I'm not gonna worry about what it is right now, but in the I want to go back just a little bit. I don't want to spend too much time on this, but it is extremely important to me. Um, so I am going to chat about it and tell you the beginnings. All right, I'm going to read it in third person because I got a very good third person review of this um, from some people who have written about my career over the years. All right. Megaran, The Call, 2006. The origins, the context, and the legacy. The Call was the debut studio album of Raheem Jarbo, the artist now known as Megaran, and it dropped on February 21st, 2006. Released while Jarbo was still teaching full time, the record marks the formal beginning of his career as an independent hip hop artist. That is true. At this stage, Jarbo performed and released music under the name Random Beats or Random, and he used early online distribution channels like Bandcamp and physical CDs to share with his listeners. Also, want to point out this album was released on Rom Nation Recordings. Rom Nation was a label. I'll use label in air quotes. You know how when you get a bunch of your homies together and you're like, "Yo, we should do a thing," and then that's how it was. So Rom Nation was more a collective of homies, but well, we operated like a label, but like an independent label. So very small. Lots of hometown homie love. You know what I'm saying? And shouts to anybody who happens to be snowed in right now, because we can definitely get to talk about this. I try to put myself in the time frame of that the music came out, but it reminds me a lot of Abstract Rude and Tribe Unique. Okay, okay. 2006 though. Let's take a little look. I just want to briefly smarten you up to what was happening in hip hop in 2006 or 2005 when I wrote this. All right. the hits of 2005. This is considered the year that rap reinvented itself. Fresh faces and new styles were the thing. And I actually low key agree with this. We'll see what they get into, but I low key agree with that assessment because um this record was highly inspired by guys like Lupe Fiasco, um early Kanye being like the almost like antithesis of what like we considered rap to be at that time. So a lot of things were changing. New people were popping up. You didn't have to necessarily be the toughest. Like gangster rap wasn't really doing what it was doing. Kanye had late registration, which had kind of changed the game. Um, Documentary, Mike Jones, uh, Young Jeezy, uh, birth kind of trap music. The Carter Two, um, Commons B was 2005. Late registration, documentary by the game, Carter 2, The Minstrel Show by Little Brother, The Becoming by Beanie Siegel, Naked Truth by Little Kim also was really good. I mean, not great. It was, it got a 5 mic in the source, but I don't think it was that. 50 Cent dropped The Massacre, Sean Price dropped Monkey Bars, Pert, 3-6 Mafia, Mike Jones, Paul Wall, Muggs and Jizza, Grand Masters, which is a super slept on record from that year. I really love. AWOL from AZ. Atmosphere had the classic You Can't Imagine How Much Fun We're Having. Zion I did True and Living. Buckshot and Knife Wonder did Chemistry. I thought that record was okay. Trill by Bun B. Felt 2, Murs and Slug did a tribute to Lisa Bonet. Quasimodo, The Further Adventures of Lord Quaz, Danger Doom. Oh my God. Like it was really 2005 was it, man. Like, oh man, I got to show y'all this list because it's actually very good. Hold on. Let me show you because there's actually some really good stuff that came out. This is a good introduction to kind of where my head was in hip hop because at this time I was just a rap guy. Like I wasn't really doing a whole lot. I wasn't listening to a lot of music outside of rap at this time. So yeah, we got 50 Cent The Massacre, Lil Kim, Beanie Siegel, that was Philly. The Minstrel Show, this is like a epic instrumental piece that, very essential listening to like underground hip hop heads. Sean Price, Monkey Bars was wit, gritty lyricism, great beats. What else? Right when I got to something, I was like, whoa, I gotta stop this. Danger Doom, that's what it was. Okay. The Mouse and the Mask. So this is my blueprint of what I was listening to at this time. It was a steady diet of Lupe, Common, Little Brother, early Kanye, and Doom. Another great record came out, Beauty and the Beat. I don't know if y'all even heard this. It's pretty slept on, but very weird, eclectic, good rap album. Okay, so Kanye, of course, took over. The breakout acts of that time were a lot of Southern folks. So a lot of people feel like this was a time that hip hop was going kind of crunk or commercial. But yes, it was actually a very instrumental time. Shout out to Prowess for mentioning Moto Soul, which definitely shifted the landscape. This is not going to talk about that, not at all. But Moto Soul from New Jabez is the second album from him that came out in late November. That was actually the last living New Jabez album. Great record, has our homies on it, Substantials on it, Shingo 2. A lot of the classic folks are on here, and this record shifted and maybe began what a lot of people were going to eventually start calling lo-fi hip hop. I don't know how people even feel. I honestly am curious what like people like New Jabez and Dilla would have even thought about the term lo-fi hip hop, but that's neither here nor there. But such a special album came out toward the end of that year. So this is what I was listening to at this time when I made this album. I think the spiritual aspect of it for me came from me being heavy in the church at this time. I was I was I was like hardcore. I feel like I hit my like fired up phase. I talk about the fired up phase. This is the thing that happens with new Christians where they get extremely hyped and excited about what they learn about the good news of the word. And so you want to tell everybody, you know what I'm saying? And my pastor at the time talked a lot about the calling that you get and how it's not an easy path and yada yada. And but it was important. It was very much uh, an important moment in your life that you got to heed the call. And so that's when I started writing the record, The Call. So I'll play you the intro. Let's share the right tab. Let's see if I can do this right. It's a lot going on here. But Samurai Champloo soundtrack, was that year as well? Dang, this was turns out to be a very good time for hip hop. A lot of people think, and I saw that Bao said the year hip hop died. So yeah, this is when, like, because of like people like Young Jeezy starting to get mainstream popularity, a lot of the heads, I'm using a lot of air quotes here, a lot of the heads felt like, rap is over. It's over with. You know what I mean? Like, it's over. DJ D3, what up? So a lot of people felt like this was a time period that rap was dying. But I think it was kind of rebirthing itself, like in much like the Phoenix, because we had a lot of great releases. So again, I will look at 2025 or 2005 rap releases. And the top 40 albums of that year: Common, Little Brother, Kanye, Atmosphere, Beanie Siegel, Zion I, Omega Watts. Oh my gosh, Danger Doom, The Game, like so much good stuff. And it's a rare time where like there was good stuff at the top, and then there was also good stuff under the underground bubbling. So a really, really good time for hip hop. I would say if you could find any 2005 mixes, go check them out, because I think you're gonna see and hear some good stuff. Anyway, let's get into the sharing, and let's play this music. See if this Spotify works. All right, here we go. The intro. All right, let me know if you can't hear and you turn it up. All right. This here, I mean, it's just a very brief introduction. It's just a sample. It's a track that I put together. I could do a little sample snitching with y'all. The song is called, I think it's called Traveling Man, I believe. Was it Frankie and Beverly? Frankie Beverly and Maze. It's called Just Call Me the Traveling Man by the Masqueraders. Here we Okay, hold on. This might be it. Because I remember the beginning, because I've definitely do it and show it to you back and forth that quick because I didn't prepare. But you can hear it. Is what creates the intro for me on the call. When D&3's part flips in, I have no idea what happens. But anyway, it's just sped up a whole lot. Chipmunk sample and Chipmunk stole in the building. All right. So I don't remember what this is. But anyway, let's fast forward. All right, here we go. The actual intro. Rapidy raps. Here we go.
physically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally. Free is what I hope to be one day. Free from the mediocrity and the gunplay. Free from the ignorance, seeking deliverance. Free from afflictions, I got my people sicking. Free from the fiction that everybody kicking. Cause I was called to the forefront of my forefathers who forfeited their rights to the crown for me. But they be proud to see I never fabricated or exaggerated. Only facts have been found with me. My goal is preserving the art form's integrity. Never let any fallacy and lies get to me. I'm viewing y'all through this fundamental mood music. Still an archetype, so you know we used to it. But just know I always gave my all, played my part, obeyed my call. Let's go.
Heed the call and champion the cause. Pay attention and
Shouts to our homegirl Courtney Omega, who did the poem here. I don't remember if she wrote this or if it's something that I found. I think it was something that I kind of wrote. I don't remember.
not to look. Truth knows your intuition's in it, so listen when it sounds. Is it shiny? Is it real? Your hindsight may be clear, but your foresight can see farther. Truth may be harsh as if
Radio
black
free
and
will.
white,
You got
but
it.
it's born out
You
of our
picking up
own
some
grace.
things.
So look again and listen. Is this the truth?
DN3 did this on Fruity Loops. This is back in the day when everybody was like, oh man, Fruity Loops producers ain't producers, yada yada yada. There was all types of yin yang being kicked on the internet, not just on it, but mostly off the internet, I would say, by other producers being like, oh, you ain't no real producer, you using computers, blah blah blah, you know. Now everybody uses a computer, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty hilarious to think that people used to actually look at that as a knock and be like, yo, you're not a real producer if you're not actually pressing a button. And even in this case, you are pressing buttons. So I don't even understand it. Don't understand it. But yes, later FL Studio, I think, and somebody please correct me if I'm wrong, Fruity Loops changed their name because of people joking about it, basically because it became a big joke. And so that was when they decided to actually call it FL Studios, because it kind of had a bad name. It was like Koch Records. If you're a rap fan, you know, 50 Cent made Koch Records synonymous with like a place that people went to fail as musicians, because they would buy people's old like legacy acts. They would buy it, like they would sign them, and they had less expectation on them. So yeah, later on they changed their name. It's what is it now? E3, E1, something like that. I don't know. But yes. It was a trademark dispute. Okay, now that actually makes a lot more sense, not just it being a joke on the internet. All right, anyway, here we go. Open and move in. This is another fun fact. This is a record that was created after the big crash. DN3 had a huge software crash, and we were really about to like just not make music anymore. And I wrote about it in the book. Just like there was a moment where like, and he told me like, man, I was like, I almost didn't want to tell you, like it was so like heartbreaking for me. And so how he had a moment where he didn't want to make music anymore. Like it was a very, very depressing time, like losing everything. And I felt like, you know what, take as much time as you need, but like we're going to rebuild, you know what I'm saying? And then we did. And I think this was the first track that he wound up doing in the rebuild. Also, if anybody is or maybe wants to listen along, again, you can just type this in onto your Google machine. The Call by Random. Oh, now it's by Mega Ran, but it was by Random. Anyway, let's give it a go. Bam.
Hey yo, give me that track, let me spit a rap. Get him back, spitting that rawness, flawless. Hit his back, kick like Mossberg, double pump, troublesome, bubblegum flows, not quite. Got it locked tight, stock like rock mic, schizo, sick flow, get low like when Vic throw, it's on. Who's this to do this ruthless with acoustics? It's a movement, not music. Wouldn't be prudent if Rand ain't produce it exclusive. DN3, the rap Rubik's. Fundamentally sound, I found the engine you clown. was trillionaires when they befriended me now. So pretend to be down, but I spot them like leopards. Without an effort, ran make a lot of hype records. Back in the days, every person hated. They the ones that impersonated. Get out of here, rep that hip hop till the coffin closes. Yeah, so all y'all haters just step back, get back, cause Big Grand is focused. Come on, yeah, I said we gon' rep that real rap till the coffin closes. Come on, so all y'all haters just step back, cause Big Grand is focused. Yeah, cause I'ma rep that blessed tracks like a man possessed. Silence critics when they get a chance to test. Now, everybody got a problem with me, but that's cool, cause I don't need nobody following me. Disciple like a Simon Peter, rhyming Caesar, supplying heaters. Where they find this creature, he's a beast, make him lean like the Tower of Pisa. The streets of Ill to the Isle of Ibiza. Lyrics done blown out thousands of speakers. Ooh, yeah. And I'm still on my first lap. 05 Rhyme Nation for the thirst back. Got the hunger I had when I wrote my first rap. The whole game took a headlong dirt nap. MTV showing love to the worst cats. The hazardous and see the treat is what he practices. Bringing hip hop from the dead like Lazarus. Rappers and actors, don't let them tell you otherwise. The revolution will not be televised. We gon' rap that hip hop till the coffin closes. Yes.
As much as I like this, I feel like I could tell I was young. My delivery wasn't there. The raps is good. The raps are really good. I like the raps a whole lot. I feel like my delivery wasn't there. I was still a little shy. I was probably reading, but I'm listening to it with such a critical ear, trying not to. It's like, let me go back and fix this. But I think it's really great. I love it.
Rappers eventually became too radical for the industry. I'm nice, and even if you deaf, you would have heard that I'm the best. The way I murder a set, the hearts of targets. You better rock flame retardant garments when I unload cartridge of garbage artists, y'all. All retarded.
Okay, this is actually a part where I said something that one of the few lines I ever have regretted in life. I said the R slur, and back 20 years ago we weren't really talking or thinking like that. But the most ironic and sad thing about it is I was a special ed teacher at the time, so I knew better even at the time. To me, that's one that still stings my ears listening back.
Y'all haters just step back, cause Big Grand is focused. Come on, yeah, let's go.
Love that bass line. Yeah, I did flame retardant garments in you all. Then I said the word after that. I shouldn't have said the word, but after that I said the actual word. But we grew. Here's a clip from my pastor. This is probably what inspired the whole album, maybe.
You didn't ask God to save you. You were chosen before the foundation of the world. Now you got to work on your humility now, because see, sometimes you get a little arrogant. You got to work on your humility because God chose you. He didn't choose everybody.
All right, Raise the Bar is we recorded this one for another project. We cannot replicate this mix today. Cheers to evolution. Raise the Bar was, to me, the single. I was like, oh, this is the one. My man Shamik produced this. I felt like Shamik had like such a great commercial ear that I was like, okay, I know I'm gonna go to him for the single. Man, the best of like fortune is the way I know Shamik, which is pretty cool. I was recording at a studio up somewhere outside of Philly, and in this like really suspect looking I don't know what they called it. It was like a garage area with a whole bunch of pull down shuttered garages, and we used to record in one area, this spot called Lab Addicts. This guy who ran it was God Ali, and he's a 5%er, and he would see me and be like, yo, Big Ran, I need you to work some sessions for me, and he would have me come through. What's up, Joe? And Sebastian sound like Judge Mathis. Yo, that's hilarious. I guess he does. Shout out Pastor Lambert. Oh man. But so yeah, we were recording, and one night I just heard music coming out of there, like 3 doors down. And I was like, hey, what y'all doing over there? I just walked over. I was like, what y'all doing? It's like, oh, we got a little studio here. And I don't think they had a studio. Maybe they were just like, maybe it's a garage type situation, and they were recording. And who else was there? It was this cat named Justin Guarini. And if that name sounds familiar, it should, because I think he was the first winner of American Idol. So I think they tie him and Kelly. I think him and Kelly Clarkson, they tie, or did they were the last two, I think. And Kelly Clarkson clearly blew up and was the winner. He was the first runner-up, so they didn't tie, but he was the very first loser of the very first American Idol, and he's from the Philly area, and he happened to be over there. And he had that hair, he had that mop top, and like everybody loved him. Back then, runner-up was almost as good. Was basically, it was like winning, you know, like when you were runner-up at American Idol, you were still a freaking star. Yeah, they did from Justin to Kelly. They did a movie of those two being like, I don't actually understand what the title is supposed to mean, because it's like from loser to winner. Like, what are you trying to say? Before to after? Like from worse to better? Like, I don't understand what the title was supposed to be. Anyway, thought that dude was gonna be a star. Shamik was producing for him, and they were working on an album. Bro, I don't even know if that album ever came out. I swear. I would love to, you know, I'm gonna play this song, and then while I'm playing this song, Raise the Bar, which is my mom's favorite song from the album, I'm gonna play this, and then I'm gonna see if we can Google and get some information on where Justin Guarini is now. All right. Dr. Pepper. That hair.
Physically drained from getting in the game, cause I'd rather make a change than to get us a change. And ain't nobody spit at the same. Talk about peace, you consider the lame, but why's that? I stop begging for the industry to let us in. Stop letting them dilute my medicine. They call me crazy cause I heard nothing lately that'll make me relate to these fake G's. Y'all wanna impress me to get a subject. Pocket Biggie been going 8 years without a suspect. Quality records like you love them so much. I stayed on my own too, I never needed no crutch. And so what if my joint don't blow up? It's a man's game and y'all need to grow up. Be a leader, stop following trends and set them. And if they ask you to change, get them. Yeah, get them up, come on, lift them up. Yeah, raise them up, come on, let's get it off. Yeah, I ain't here for the fancy cars, I just came here to raise the bar. Until my people say, yeah, get them up, come on, lift them up. Yeah, raise them up, come on, let's get it off, y'all. I ain't here for the fancy cars, I just came here to raise the bar. Until my people say, I pray to God just to see another day alive. And I survive no matter how great the odds. Taking charge cause it's a new year, and my resolution is a revolution. And my now in a sense of what I write down. BT don't reflect my lifestyle. Your democracy is nothing but hypocrisy.
Justin, where are you?
I gotta see better days, cause you know the game is cold. The devil giving out bellies in exchange for souls. And I ain't that boy that'll flip that roll. I just spit that ball with the kids ask for when they hit that store. It's a breath of fresh air, and all questions will be answered when I get there. Visualize the truth and become. If each one teach one, and I will be done. Yeah, get them up, come on, lift them up. Yeah, raise them up, come on, let's get it off. Yeah, I ain't here for the face cause I just can't get
2 albums.
Say, yeah, get them up, come on, lift them up. Yeah, raise them up, come on, let's get it off, y'all. I ain't here for the face cause I just came here to raise the bar until my people say I'm sick of it.
All right, so this is the verse. This is my favorite verse. I used to do this verse at open mics when I used to read off the paper with no beat. It was one of those that would get some snaps from the crowd. We used to go to this spot called the Pearl of Africa on South Street. And I used to spit this verse there. It was just like sick and tired. And I feel like I don't want to miscredit Jesse Jackson, but I feel like he might have kind of birthed that I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I don't actually know, but there's definitely a Jesse Jackson quote in the next song. So maybe I'm just conflating those two things, but shout out to Jesse Jackson, and also shout out to all the things I'm sick and tired of. Right, was a Simpsons writer. Simpsons writer confirmed.
I'm sick of thugs, tired of pimps and players, sick of a Vizu jeans, sick of Timbs and Gators, sick of singles with R&B chicks. I'm tired of every hot rapper on your remix. I'm sick of everybody talking about they can't eat. I'm tired of rappers coming on sweet over whack beats, flipping the same producers on everybody's record. Tired of black women getting disrespected. I'm sick of the radio playing the same song. 10 minutes later, dang, that just came on. Tired of kids who can't comprehend, but no 50 cent from beginning to end. Sick of filling out these applications. I'm tired of going to more funerals and graduations. And I'm sick of people who can't get inspired. And I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. Yeah, get them up, come on, lift them up. Yeah, raise them up, come on, let's get involved. Yeah, I ain't here for the fancy cars. I just came here to raise the bar. Until my people say, yeah, get them up, come on, lift them up. Yeah,
Yo, for real. Man, turn down Broadway. Yeah.
I came here to raise the bar, make them love you the way you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just came here to raise the bar, make them love you the way you are. What people say, yeah, call this joint raise the bar. Yeah, when you think of the bar, you might think of the standard, whatever. So they say raise the
This
bar,
came from
raise like R-A-Z-E, which means to tear down.
Raise the Bar. The title was this was definitely inspired by my man Al, who we used to all rap and we had different names growing up. I was the R, my boy John Bapp, he was J Strong, like the wrestler Chief J Strongbow. And Al would change his name like every day. He would be something different. And one time he was Hellraiser, but with a Z. And we were like, what's that? And he's like, oh, because I'm gonna like tear down hell with my bare hands. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. You know, so that was the first time I learned the definition of raise, meaning to tear down. So it's like raise being tear down, but also sounding like the word meaning bring up is definitely something that I thought was a cool play on words. And I was like, all right, well, if you can raise hell, then I'll raise the bar, you know, like tear down the standards. You know what I mean? So here we go. Let's get into Still Ain't Good Enough. This was one of my kids' favorite ones. It's actually the only song in my catalog. Wait, that I say the N-word on. Maybe I'm trying to think. Maybe not. But again, as I always quote Michael Cord, who does a hip hop class at Temple, when he said sometimes colorful language is needed because we all know if NWA would have said darn the police, I don't know if we'd all still be here right now. It wouldn't be the same if they were just like, oh man, those guys are really mad. They said darn the police. Anyway, Still Ain't Good Enough. Rest in peace, Jesse Jackson.
We are a people in a quandary about the present. We are a people in search of our future. We are a people in search of a national community. We are a people trying not only to solve the problems of the present, unemployment, inflation, but we are attempting on a larger scale to fulfill the promise of America. We are attempting to fulfill our national purpose to create and sustain a society in which all of us are equal.
I never been afraid of the beast. Never wasn't raised by the streets. Never seen the backseat.
That was Barbara Jordan, by the way. Man, this album was one, it was very religious. Two, it was very black. And I'm very proud of that. Shouts to Barbara Jordan. It's a great speech. Check it out if you can find it on YouTube. It was I think it was a Democratic keynote speech. But anyway, keep listening. All right.
A police cruiser accused of blazing the heat. They say teachers can't teach us, and the preachers can't reach us. Start impeaching our leaders. Mom seen as elitists, and them leeches from FEMA keeping them secrets between them. Keep the 40 acres, man. All that we seeking is freedom. You want peace when you dreaming. Sick of people deceiving. Bush said mission accomplished 2 years ago. We believed them. While we still in Iraq, getting killed in attacks. When I turn on the news, it's more soldiers we lose. And I ain't mad about Kanye comments. I'm more mad they call Kanye conscious.
Okay, some people thought when I said I ain't mad about Kanye's comments, I'm more mad they call Kanye conscious. I think I've read somewhere some reviewer was like, well, dang, he's mad that Kanye is alive. And I'm like, whoa. See, back in our day, conscious rap was a huge thing that people said. And so I would always joke, like, if I'm conscious, then what are you? If you're not a conscious rapper, are you unconscious? You know what I'm saying? Anywho, but to say today or anytime I'm not mad about Kanye's comments is that's a line that doesn't age well, because Kanye's had many comments since then. I think I did record this at your place. Shout out to Fingers who did this beat.
That shine ain't spotless, and most scared to talk is only out here trying to line they pockets. So put your papers up, ain't nobody saving us. Good enough ain't enough, now it's time to raise it up.
Okay, this was, and I was a public school teacher at the time when I wrote this. I said, put your papers up, ain't nobody saving us. Good enough ain't enough, now it's time to raise it up. Basically saying, like, I mean, it seems pretty clear. People looking for a messiah or any sort of savior to come and change the way things are going. 20 years ago, ain't nobody coming to fix this. We have to do this ourselves. Do with that what you will. LL Cool J said, Mama said, knock him out. That's also unconscious.
All your life at a 9 to 5, on time every day. You can shuck and jive, but you still ain't good enough. Nigga, you still ain't good enough.
I could have not used the N-word there, but I felt like it was necessary. I felt like it was very necessary.
Save all your money, you can give it away. You can pray, you can slave, but at the end of the day, listen, but you still ain't good enough.
This is what our government thinks of us. 20 years ago.
Nigga, you still ain't good enough. Walk through the $1 million medal.
This is why when people be like, yo, why don't you still write raps like this? And I'm like, nothing's changed. I would be writing the same raps. Dog, you want to hear me writing the same raps I wrote 20 years ago? That's why I rap about video games and black materia, because it's hard enough being a black man in America. That rhymed.
Check this, then I listen to when certified professors give lectures. You can tell this ain't no private school, because these is probably the same books my mama used and her mama used. But when you pull, you gotta do what you gotta do. And with a diploma, man, anything is possible. Sorry about that, man. They lied to you, because them books ain't gonna provide.
This is an active teacher saying this, that these books are not going to provide for you. Anyway, so this was a flip of the other side of things. Like I walk into school through a metal detector, then listen to an uncertified professor give lectures. You can tell this ain't no private school, because these are probably the same books my mama used and her mama used. But when you're poor, you got to do what you got to do. And with a diploma, man, anything is possible. Sorry about that, man. They lied to you, because the books ain't gonna provide for you. So basically, the laughing and kind of mocking the system, but from the inside. So this is basically what the kid thinks who walks through this school and says, "Oh, this is supposed to keep me safe, and this is supposed to give me what I need to go provide for my family and go be something in the future." And it's broken 20 years ago.
But thanks to the NCLB, they can't fail me, so I ain't gotta listen to a thing they tell me. The nerds calling me stupid, but I'ma be in summer school chilling with all of the cool kids, and I know that
this is what I had a literal student tell me that. The nerds call me stupid, but I'll be in summer school chilling with all the homies.
You alive that I got a vehicle and make more in a week than my teachers do. I'ma get back on my dean. I'ma lead them.
This probably could have benefited from some like Kendrick Lamar type voice changes, because then I'd have been like, "Goes to the NCLB. Yep, it can't fail me." You know what I mean? So people would know it's a different character if I was like jumping into something like, "Whoa." Yes, the Young RJ album is a good, I think, sequel to The Call. I think if you're familiar with the Mega Raniverse, then I think Two Hands Up is a very good companion piece to this album. All the verses, mine and RJ's, because I wrote them.
Walk alone, soon as I can walk up in the back and I be the not alone. So you can work all your life at a 9 to 5, on time every day. You can shuck and jive, but still ain't good enough. Nigga, you still ain't good enough. You can save all your money, you can give it away. You can pray, you can slave, but at the end of the day, listen, but you still ain't good enough. Nigga, you still ain't good enough.
Let's talk about
maybe the greatest Jesse Jackson speech of all time. First of all, Jesse Jackson ran. Quick moment to give Jesse Jackson his flowers. Jesse Jackson, unfortunately, man, this is kind of emotional for me because the literal first black man I saw on television, running for president, telling kids to read an hour a day, Operation Push, all these other things. Like, he was the first black superhero for me as a little kid, because seeing him on TV, seeing him in a suit, seeing him walking the campaign trail. He ran two presidential campaigns, 84 and 88. He was he also won like a good amount of states, by the way, when he ran. So the people looked at him like this fringe joke candidate, but he actually won a good amount of states and like set the precedent for a lot of black folks to get into politics and run. We hadn't seen black mayors and things like that until Jesse's campaign. He did a whole lot, and unfortunately, he got kind of wrapped up into. It's like, I don't even want to say like the curse of living long. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, okay, when you're right next to Martin Luther King when he's assassinated, you have to now wear that weight on you for your entire life. So therefore, anything you do is going to be compared to what MLK did, and unfairly so. You know what I'm saying? And when you live long, you just live long enough to be ridiculed. You live long enough to become the villain, to become a joke, and all kinds of things. And so, because Jesse was loud, because Jesse had the Baptist preacher swag in his campaign speeches, he wasn't so prim and proper. He became, almost like a joke to a lot of America. But he broke down some barriers that we continue to see the effects of today. So big shout out to Jesse Jackson. I saw him in a hallway walking towards me. His son was pushing him in a wheelchair. This was All-Star Weekend a couple years ago in Salt Lake, I believe. I came out of the elevator and I was like, yeah, like my eyes just got wide, and his son, I think, was pushing him, and he kind of like gave me the nod, the universal nod, and I just kept moving. Like, I didn't want to, like, I ain't want to draw, as we say in Philly.
What the blacks know about foreign policy? It's an insult. I was 3 years old. I came into my consciousness. My daddy was coming home from the war. Foreign policy. If he was so dumb, how'd he get over there and get back? If you didn't know foreign policy, why'd they give him a gun? And when they gave it to him, he knew which way to shoot. We know foreign policy. When you buy Honda and Toyota, that's foreign policy. Russian vodka, that's foreign policy. Calisthenic and Sunny, that's foreign policy. Mercedes-Benz, that's foreign policy. As a matter of fact, we came here on a foreign policy.
Mr. Beast Rap. Jesse Jackson, I just checked who sampled. His speeches have been included in over 250 songs, whether it's the brothers and sisters or I don't know what this world is coming to. There's so many different places that Jesse Jackson's speeches have been placed throughout history. So go and look that up. There are so many connections to hip hop, very, very vital to the culture. Yeah, rest in peace, Jesse. Tainted Love Part 1, produced by Knife Wonder. That's a fun story. Basically, a DM before they were called DMs on OK Player, just kind of hit him up like, hey, I'm working on this album. And he was like, okay, cool. I called him at a good time. This is when Knife Wonder was producing for everybody and his auntie and grandma. So yeah, he was like, yo, do something to it. And I was like, all right, well, it's just gonna be a short joint because I'm doing this 3-part thing. And he's like, oh, even better. Like, bam, bam, bam. And it just happened. And booyaka, here we go.
Everything's right. It's cool. Real cool. Whenever I'm with you, time's never an issue. And ain't about the gifts I give you, girl, you influential. I know it's only been a month and a half, so I ain't been so quick to let the times of the past go. But I can't shake the feeling one day you gon' wake up, discover you don't need me, and then try to break up. Cause I see what kind of life you went to. Even the church definitely wife potential. Plus she got her own and she fall from a gold nigga. Shorty got dreams, definitely a go-getter. And every time I roll with her, things get brighter. Love her and the fighter, even my mom's like her. And that's a rare occurrence, it's making me nervous. I've been praying for a blessing, but still feel I don't deserve it. Cause I done broke a few hearts in my day, lied and cheated, took feelings and tossed them away. And I ain't looking to get force in the mouth, but after the euphoria, it creeps to doubt. Cause I ain't never won nothing, and I don't believe in luck. But is it possible my eyes done evened up? Huh?
Okay, so Tainted Love, the situation was the 3 stages of a relationship, but then me kind of flipping it. So we did do a part 4. Actually, I forgot about that on the mixtape after this. We did a part 4. That was kind of like, because it's like first stage is like, oh, you googly eyed. You are you're doing what I call the first month front. You're just being this representative of yourself, doing whatever the other person, you think that they want. Then you start getting a little tired of things, and then by the end, you're like, look, man, this isn't enough. But then if there's a 4th part, it would be the baby, please, baby, please, baby, please. So anyway, this was one of my only productions on the record, Motivate. I named this beat For Jill. First time I made it. I made this on Reason 2.0. Maybe it was Reason 1 back then. I don't know. I made this on Reason. Anyway, shouts to Hope, who did the a couple of things on this album. Hope did singing on this. Hope did photography. She took the picture for the album cover, and she did a poem at the end of the record. She's on here more than anybody, now that I think about it. Nobody else has 3 features.
And it goes deeper than physical, it's almost spiritual. Therapeutic like the music we complete. I lay on your chest and right to your heartbeat. Unlike most cats that get behind the mic, I don't front much. So I just decide to write what I'm feeling at that moment in time. When the planets align and I made you mine. Baby girl, just lay back and relax your mind. And watch me double the dose in half the time. Without doubt, I'm glad you're mine. My inspiration, motivation to craft this rhyme. And I'm being real when I say you my angel. So as long as I'm able to thank you, I'ma say so. And regardless what we go through, when I hold you, I ain't just gonna tell you, I'll show you.
Sometimes when I just can't stand, you look in my eyes and take my hand, and I just get quick, cause I hear what you tell me. I love the way you motivate me. Words to my love song, the inspiration keeps me going on, and I just get quick, cause I'm just so crazy about the way you love me, baby.
Girl, I never mistrusted. Finances, private business, we discussed it openly. You put your hope in me and pointed out my shortcomings with
Hope.
Told you I do this rap stuff for us. We fight and fuss, but we always seem to make up. And I play tough, but you see right through it, exposing my negativity when you put your light to it. So I promise to the day I leave, I pray I'll be receptive to what you say to me. Like when you tell me watch the people that I'm close to. Let's represent and do my thing like I'm supposed to. And it's so true. No matter how much I hate to admit it, you lived it, so I'm committed. No matter how many come on the team, you always be my one and only queen, cause you motivate me.
Sometimes when I just can't stand, you look in my eyes and take my hand, and I just get quick, cause I hear what you tell me. I love the way you motivate me. Words to my love song, the inspiration keeps me going on, and I just get quick, cause I'm just so crazy about the way you love me,
I'm sending this verse to every sister that I ever dated. I pray our time left you motivated. So just ride with me and I'ma do the same. Just take my hand and I'ma navigate you through the game. Because most brothers want a booty call. Look in the mirror and see yourself for the treasure you truly are. And make the ball cop that rock when you drop that top. And watch that stop. I'm being candid, respect you demanded. Too many brothers take a good girl for granted. A real woman make you wanna improve, not just do what you wanted to do. should tell you when you're wrong and be the missing notes to your song. It's gonna be some times when you won't get along, but when you're ready to get up and leave, just look in her eyes and realize she everything you want and need.
Sometimes I just can't stand you look in my eyes and take my hand and just can't quit cause I hear what you tell me. I love the way you motivate me.
Now I look back. Again, me listening with the critical ear. The hook is too wordy, but I didn't really know how to write hooks back then. So what can I say? Stuff should be easy to say. That's not a very it's not a very good sentence, but anyway. I'm glad you said it's chill. It's not gonna be chill for long.
War is a matter of
now it's
vital
time for
importance
war.
to the state. A matter of life
Shout out
or
to
death.
Qdoba.
The road either to survival or to ruin.
Oh my
Hence,
gosh.
it is imperative that it be studied thoroughly.
Shout out to Qdoba. They don't have a whole lot of Qdobas around. But Qdoba was like Chipotle before Chipotle.
Random beats. Y'all know how we do. Let's go. Listen, was a searing sage, birthed in my parents' rage. Jotting this in a sarcophagus, rocking a pair of shades. Y'all ain't near my strain. Y'all can't hear the pain. What you need a hearing aid, ain't hearing a serenade. I spit sorcery over any distance. This doesn't exist in the existence of which I exist in. I catch folk on the back of a pterodactyl with an axle and an axle. Who wanted everybody move back slow? Macro, micro, maestro, psychometric, psycho, mind so tribal. I fight folks for the
You can be wordy when you're rapping, not choruses.
Indian type folks, I'm the epitome. I pity the enemy, even thinking of my title now.
Back straight, chin up, lack faith, get up.
I literally read The Art of War before writing this song.
Back straight, chin up,
It's a very long book.
stand up, listen up,
What
man.
you started for? It's the art of war.
For your info, let me intro another sick flow. I'm a schizo when it gets low. Rougher if you had a pistol with a clip full. This is gangrene, I ain't got a gangrene. James Dean of this rap stuff. You can trap shit.
Oh, shout to O, who like had us all kind of like challenging ourselves doing 3, 4, 6, 8 time signatures. So that's definitely where this came from.
I'm black, ran get a critic out when he get it down. I'ma spit around to the new kid in town, random and oh here, and we don't kid around. I see you gritting your teeth, hitting them streets, ripping them beats like a savage, been established with a pen and pad in this madness. Or mentally pretend to be an enemy if you want, but the penalty is death if you front. Bring it back now, yeah. Back straight, chin up, lack faith, get up, stand up, listen up. What you started for? It's the art of war. Back straight, chin up, lack faith, get up.
I don't think anybody was in rap. I don't remember any 3, 4 stuff. That's when O started saying KRS-One was biting up.
Here we go. Cause I done waited way too long.
This beat makes me want to throw chairs.
Way too strong and watch rappers fold like they futons. The beat shares my peeps said, beats of the east said, a declare supremacy. Here to make the industry a memory, enemy of the state. The stakes of rhythm relate to rhythms. I bang on the system. The slang I be spitting got the critics wondering what's wrong with him. Just cause I chose not to bust slugs. You in the matrix and don't wanna be unplugged. Live from Zion with shots flying, went from popping iron to rockets flying.
Zion, what?
Start a war, that's what we fighting for. And I've been watching the news, it got me writing more. So I'ma leave my soul in the booth. You can't say nobody ever told you the truth. Yeah.
Shouts to Hassan Salam. Don't Google him these days. He's doing something very different.
We all realists, dreaming the impossible, but if directed properly, liberation is possible. I heard of any obstacle and then I keep it moving. United States Constitution is just another optical illusion. See, we will make the jump and dance on the Yorkshire block. Never expected to jump and dance to make it off the block. Guns pop on every block, but who calls the shot?
He's doing porn.
Cameras on the corners watch us without dynamic rockers. Cops popping lockers, military helicopters hover above us like dark clouds. On the surface, we profile for unfair trials. So what else could be expected from the system that kill us by the millions, using us to fill up their prisons? We built this from
from the bottom, they ain't gonna break bread with us. I said, from the bread to the buildings and everything in between. We have never seen no American dream. Cause life ain't fair and they don't fight fair. Life ain't fair, so we won't fight fair. I'm introducing myself as America's nightmare.
I can't continue to wait.
Shouts to Majesty. Rest in peace.
Literally, dogs, 2 days since I ate butter. State debates on how they divvy up our taxes, and they silence complaints which illustrate how they harass us. I hug the block, paint my mistakes on canvas, waiting for the moment where God reveals his answers. I just pray, speak soon. I'm weak from the cancer, and I'm tired of the stress. Khakis pressed for master. I wait for the laughter of children in the building when our race is a factor which picks where you live in. Imagine if we switched the gifts we was given. I'd be at home bumping your CD, giving a listen. You'd be institutionalized, wishing for prison. We both seek relief, our conditions just a symptom of a greater problem while the planet continues spinning. Realize the time is now, it's the beginning.
Sorry, they call him a sex educator. I'll be correct on that. Like this was another one of my old soul samples. I always loved Pete Rock albums, how he'd have little beat interludes. So I was like, we got to do a beat interlude somewhere. Shouts to all the sex educators out there, because somebody needs to be educated. This may be my favorite 3-song run of the album. 4-song maybe. Art of War, If I Wait, On the Grind, Tainted Love 2. This is like, besides the beginning, I feel like the beginning is super strong. Open and Movement, Raise the Bar, Still Ain't Good Enough, Part 1. I think Art of War to Tainted Love is very good. I also love Blackout to Luminescence as another. The album is like 3 different swings of moods. You know what I mean? If I could shoot a video, I would shoot a video for this one now. This is one of my favorites too.
Y'all on the grind.
Shout out to O on this beat.
My Uncle Bobby was a kind man, so when he died, I had a hard time believing it was God's plan. Cause I don't think y'all know what it's like trying to be nice and tell people that they don't know what's right. Begging folks to give my CD a chance. Even individuals who didn't even want to see me advance. I just kept focused, striving to get noticed. Met with promoters with ulterior motives. I ain't seen the highest, but I've been through the lowest. And I'ma spare y'all all the traumatized heroics. My mom worked 2 jobs for long as I can recollect. And we still will be living from check to check. But I always had gifts under the tree, so I guess she was a perfect mother to me. So for how hard it came, that's how hard I go. Came a long way, but got so far to go. I'm on the grind.
Woo! For how hard it came, that's how hard I go. Came a long way, but got so far to go. That was 20 years ago. We still got a long way to go. Let's go.
I was wasting my time. All that did was make me stay on the grind. 'Cause I still feel responsible to let you know that nothing is impossible. Mama told me I was wasting my time. All that did was make me stay on the grind. 'Cause
I wrote that line a long time ago too. It was in a previous pre-fundamentals archetype, maybe. I ended one of the songs. Actually, there was a sample. So weird. Dang, it's all coming back to me. Mama told me I was wasting my time. All that did was make me stay on the grind. Because when I mic this is when I write this excitement. I don't know, something like that. But anyway, that was an early line. So, you know, when your first album comes, it's like you got your whole life to create your first album. There's an old saying that says that, and I think it's pretty true. And so you take all the experiences you picked up over those years, all the little freestyles, all the times you were putting stuff together, and then it all goes into that first album. And then after that, you got a year to do it again.
feel responsible to let you know that nothing is impossible. Yo, I gave y'all the fundamentals of how to take a pen and pencil to the next level over instrumentals. Cause TV make rapping look easy. Ice Jewels in the Bentley GT. Meanwhile, it's a kid in the slums on the steps, not knowing where.
You know what's funny? DN3 said this is the track you wish you produced. This is these lyrics almost went on Salvation. because I felt, and I almost got to a point where I was like, yo, Salvation and On the Grind are almost the same exact song to me. So nobody else probably thinks about that, but you'll hear Salvation later. These verses were written originally to the Salvation beat, and then it kind of changed and became On the Grind.
Coming from, and these see his bulls that they grew.
Thanks, Dutch.
Blowing hundreds with a big old budget. So now the boy got a tough decision. Continue how he living or buck the system. So I construct the rhythm. Try to get him off the block before we wind up stuck in prison. Mama told me I was wasting my time. All that did was make me stay on the grind. 'Cause I still feel responsible to let you know that nothing is impossible. Mama told me I was wasting my time. All that did was make.
I feel like if I could pull, like, all right, if there's only 2 songs you could hear on this album, it would definitely be this and probably If I Wait. I don't know. Those are the ones I feel like people need to hear.
Folks want a handout to get on their feet. I just want a level playing field so we can compete. Most of my brothers won't help each other prosper. Instead, we clawing on each other's backs like lobsters. How come in 400 years we ain't improved? But you looked at as a start if you packed up and moved. And
There was a little mush mouth on that delivery on that line.
election came and went, but they wasn't notified. No change made. These are strange days.
No change made. These are strange days. 20 years ago.
Different books can't be on the same page. Bill collectors at my door with past dues. I write for life and not because I have to. I think about rhyming like them other guys, but Matthew 16:26 told me otherwise. Mama told me I was wasting my time. All that
Matthew 16. What? I'm seeing YouTube comments too. What's up, G1? I saw a prayer hands emoji. Shout out to G1. What up? Yes, I said I gave y'all the fundamentals on how to take a pen and pencil to the next level over instrumentals. Gave you the fundamentals, meaning the previous release. That's funny. In the canon of Ran, I always be like, fundamentals didn't exist because it was this CDR on a slim case. It was not official release. I don't think it's on any streaming service. I pray to God it's not on any streaming services. To me, it doesn't count. You know what I'm saying? That was like my mixtape. You know, I had a mixtape era. It was mixtape Ran. You know what I mean? Also, Matthew 16:26, for what profit the world to gain. What is it? To what profit a man to gain the world but lose his own soul in the process, basically. That was given back to me on a video game. That was freaking what good it will be in the NIB. It says, what good will it be for someone to gain the whole world yet forfeit their soul? Or what can anyone give in exchange for their soul? So I thought about rhyming like the other guys, but Matthew 16:26 told me otherwise. To me, man, I was barring out. But yes, it was Symphony of the Night. He said, to what profit a man to gain the world, lose his own soul? Matthew 16:26, I believe. He's like, you steal men's souls. It's like really bad 1997 voice acting.
make me stay on the grind side. Still feel responsible to let you know that nothing is
Mixtape
impossible.
Ran must
Mama
make a
told me I was
return.
wasting my time. All that did was make me stay on the grind side. Still feel responsible to let you know that nothing is impossible.
So Hassan Salam, he listened to this album. It was like, yo, dog, who did that track On the Grind? And I was like, oh, that's O'Henny. Yeah, I had up O'Henny Savant. So I don't know if they ever did anything together, but shouts to O'Henny. O'Henny's maybe the major reason why this album happened. And I said it in my book too. Basically, before I even got started, Mixtape Ran wrote a song. I sampled Jerry Butler's Make It Easy on Yourself. And in that song, he's got this really deep, like, make it easy on yourself. And so I sampled that, and there's a part in it where he says, if this is goodbye, I know I'm going to cry. And so I sampled that, basically being like, yo, I'm too real, I'm too honest, I'm too good for the rap game. So I quit before I even start. That's basically the last song on this mixtape, was like, this isn't gonna happen. And so this demo CD, I don't know how this demo CD gets anywhere, but Henny gets a hold of it, and he called me, and I never forget. I was on the bus. I was on the SEPTA bus, riding home from school from teaching, and he was like, "Yo, what's this about you quitting, man?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Yo, this song called Goodbye on the end of this mixtape, you're talking about quitting." And I was like, "Man, you know, I just feel like there's never going to be a time where good." And I'm not even like calling myself good or hyping myself up like that, but like just saying like regular guys are not going to succeed in this world. You know what I'm saying? Basically, you got to be a little cutthroat. You got to pack guns. You got to be like, "Hey, yo, that ooze a spray and I bruise your whatever." I don't know. Anyway, Philly was different back then. I mean, it's probably the same now, honestly, but Smack DVDs or you know, all the DVD era was Philly was different, man. Like you had to be about that gunplay. Like that's really what it was. Like the bars had to be you know, it was guns, it was drugs, it was sex, it was like, you know, the typical. And so you didn't really get out of that. The freeway flow. And I would do that on tracks and mixtapes with friends, but it didn't feel like myself. And then, you know, it was guys like Doom, it was guys like Common, it was guys like Lupe, it was guys like early Kanye that showed me like, oh, you can be a little different. But I absolutely didn't think any of that stuff was happening. So yeah, I was kind of negative about it. And he was like, "Man, you can't quit." And it was basically advising me to keep it going. Street team advertising. Yo, we were street teaming. Yes, indeed. It's a crazy time. Thank you, Thirst World. This one, I was like, man, let it play. I was like, Sheeta is killing it. Keep going. He's like, "Oh, it's getting too long." And I was like, "No, it's not. Play it. I just want to vibe." And I would just sit and vibe. I still don't even have this instrumental. I might have to go and enlist Allen Iverson to get the instrumental version of this. Like, I think I've never played that song live either. I bet you have to drop extra credit.
It's crazy.
Right.
I know we passed 100.
Chain and Love 2, cat named Two-Face Beats on SoundCloud. No, not SoundCloud. What was that? What was it before SoundCloud that all the producers used to use? SoundClick. That's what it was. SoundClick. This cat was from SoundClick, and he would put beats up, and I copped this from him. Shout out to SoundClick.
Ridiculous.
Two-Tone used to be like, "Yo, I got sound clicked at a show." And I was like, "What do you mean by sound clicked at a show?" Basically, because you could just download people's beats for free. And so you'd go to the random struggle rap show in Arizona, and like 5 people would have downloaded whatever the #1 beat was on the chart. And so you play a local show and like 5 people had the same beat. Fun stuff. Who did I meet on SoundClick who's still a problem? Tone Jones. Shout out to Tone Jones. A beast. Met on SoundClick.
It's something new. And I ain't saying it's all you, but just need to evaluate this, that's all.
Sound tickle.
It ain't like it used to be. I never doubted you was true to me.
I see Marcos
but it started
in there.
to scare me truthfully. Cause after a year or so it changes usually. What used to be a puzzle that fit together so beautifully. It's you and me taking long strolls, late night convos, but it seemed the flame gone cold. Extinguished by our hectic schedules. When I thought what we had was especially special. Used to step through just to say hi. Never let a day by without complimenting on the way I look at you, touch you, or kiss you. How nothing else used to matter whenever I'm with you. But now the whole thing's changed. It used to be fun, now it's a chore. I can't wait to get done. My mama said relationships is like anything else. You can't keep it fresh, then you gotta set it on the shelf. The secret that you happiness ain't really a secret. As hard as you work to get it, that's how hard you work to keep it. The secret to happiness ain't really a secret. As hard as you work to get it, that's how hard you work to keep it. Keep it, 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 keep it.
What up, Marcos? What's going on?
Nothing, man. I'm over here vibing on some good tunes, man. You just interrupted my whole vibe right now, man.
I just want to say what's up. Yo. If y'all were playing Fortnite, sorry to interrupt. I'm only halfway through the album, but
okay.
So we're just taking a stroll down memory lane.
All right.
So Tainted Love Part 2 is when the relationship starts to get a little not so cool. The first month front is over, as I call it. Maybe you got experience with this, Marco, where you're dating somebody and you give them the representation of you, the fake you for a while. And then eventually that starts wearing off and they stop giving the fake them as well.
Yeah,
And then
that goes away with age and maturity. You said this album was like what, 20 years old?
20 years old.
Yeah, so I could see where you were at when you were writing this and thinking about this, back in the day. Like everybody used to say, used to act like a different person, be like all nice and polite. It's just like when we at work. For those of you that have a corporate job, it's like, come on, son. You don't know the real me outside of work.
yeah, for real. So yeah, this is basically a 3-part love story where it's like, oh, everything's all beautiful. Then it's like you get a little tired of each other, and then by the end, I won't spoil it, but Tainted Love 3 is track 16. Now to Don't Let Me Die. I said it on my blog I wrote on Patreon that this is actually my least favorite song. And it's only because I got wrapped up in what they call demoitis. I don't know if you're familiar with that term, Marcos, but
I know I'm not as talented as you, but
demoitis is basically you fall in love with the initial recording. You fall in love with the first take. You know what I'm saying? And you do the first take on maybe on a different beat, maybe at a different speed, maybe a different, production situation. Maybe you just did it real fast, but you listen to that a lot. And now that's your favorite version of it. So now when it's time to go to the big studio, what happens is on this side of things is this track particularly was the beat couldn't get cleared. It had a sample in it that was not able to be cleared or something like that. Shout out to my man, Matt Weiss, Storyville, who produced it. Either he sold it to somebody else or something. So now it's like you get the rug taken out from under you. It's like basically, I don't know. It's like you run through a whole wrestling match. I gotta take it to wrestling. You run through a whole wrestling match, and then you get to the end, and they're like, "Oh, you can't do that stunner because 3 other people are doing stunners in this one. So sorry, and that's your move. That's your thing. So now you're like, you know what, man, I can't. Now we got to rethink the whole thing. So I do the track again, and I like it, but to me, I didn't love it like I did the first time. So shout out to Hezekiah who's on this and all that. But
when you got to the final track, were you like, man, after all this trouble, I have to put it on the album, even though I don't have the love for it anymore?
Yeah, it's like I don't love it as much, but like we went through a lot to make it happen. Like I hired somebody to be on it. I hired all these musicians. So, but for me, in the back of my head, it's like this could have been a lot better. But nobody else heard the original version. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know, Jimmy versus Jay. They did the match and people didn't like it. And they're like, well, what we was gonna do was way better. You know what I'm saying? And now it's like, well, we'll never know.
In the music industry, can you put out a B-side, like a freestyle, something that's free, and you'll still get hit with a sample clearance issue? Or no?
It's harder these days. It used to be easier back in the day. You have mixtapes, you had Dat Piff and stuff like that. But now like YouTube will flag stuff too. So it's very difficult. It's like spilling paint on a pane. Yeah. Very, very similar. I like that, Dutch. That's good. So anyway, now that I done spoiled the song, I'll just play the song.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Comes a time, right? Gotta look out for
and
one
this
another.
is all live instruments too. So I was like, oh, that's dope. It's all like live people came in and played everything. It was cool. It just didn't move me like the original one.
Random, as a cow, we here, as she mix Pepsi and whiskey, watching burn in Mississippi. Freedom fighter from the early 60s, living then was risky. Fully grown late 60s, life expectancy was 50. Past kidney stone, plenty poems written, getting misty, I ain't with me. She told me, hold me, not to leave alone. If only she could hold the door, the only one and only. Bartender table, 5 club soda, hold a cup of cold cola on the rocks, and an Alka-Seltzer to aid the ulcer. Put a hand on her shoulder, told her mother passed, final words free at last, looking Sad said last time she and her mother seen each other, they sort of hated each other. I was 13, she was 33, buying groceries. Said if you love me, show me. Sipped a little ripple slowly, slipped into the night. Life's biggest sacrifice, everything gon' be alright. Y'all don't know what it's like, she said, hey.
Don't let the world go pass me by.
Pass me by.
Lord knows that I've tried.
Lord knows that I
Don't let the
tried.
world go pass me by.
Pass me by.
Please don't let
Don't
me
let me die. The world don't pass me by. Die. Lord knows that I tried. I hope the world don't pass me by. Don't, please don't let me die. 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 Please don't let me die.
So you just think of like a smoky jazz lounge vibe.
Hey, yo, the brother be on the top of my street like every day of the week. Most days I don't bother to speak, cause I know we go and draw and give me a side story. It's already 9:40 and I ain't got time for him. But then I remember that Christ loved the poor, so the least I could do is be nice to the poor. So he said, what's up? So I said, I'm maintaining. Situations ain't changing, so no use complaining. His name was Raymond, carried his life in the shopping bag. Proud dad, even found out he was a college grad. Married twice, last one passed from cancer. 3 daughters and the oldest one was a dancer. With Alvin Alley, 21, says she looked like Halle Berry. Now we barely see her, so she getting kinda worried. He was 38 when he lost the crib, couldn't pay the cost to live. DHS made it seems foster kids. Moral of the story is everything should be cherished. Live life to the moment you own it until you perish. But it was getting late, so I had to route. Gave him the last 375 I hadn't bounced. Never saw him again till about a week later. Not in prison, I saw his picture on the newspaper. He said he tried to rob a lady at the church. Didn't know she had a 380 in the purse, so she fired. Within a few hours, Raymond died. And I don't think I cried, but I felt the pain inside. Now we another number added to the murder rate. When I went to sleep that night, I swore I heard him say,
Don't let the world go pass me by.
World pass me by.
Lord knows that I've tried.
Lord knows that I
Don't let
tried.
the world go pass me by.
Don't pass me by.
Please don't let me
Don't let me die, 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 die. Don't let me die, 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 die. Don't let me die, die. Die, die, don't let me die, die, die,
every day
die.
you get a chance to make a
Don't
difference
let
in
me
somebody's
die,
life.
die, die, die. Don't let me die,
Most of us just ignore that opportunity.
die. Don't let me die. I hope the world don't pass me by.
As a kind problem
Lord
child,
knows
yeah.
that I
Yeah.
tried. I hope the world don't pass me by. So please don't let me die.
Let me die now.
Please don't let me
Don't
die.
let me die now.
Please don't let me die. Please don't let me die. Please don't let me die.
Man,
Nice.
so
The timing is a little off too. I feel like listening back, I'm like, there were some things that was moved around. But anyway,
hold on.
what
Hold
do you think?
If this is a track that you're like, it could have been better, man. Now you got to hit my my inbox with the original track, because this was fire. Like,
I gotta find it. I don't even know if I have it. I just remember at the time being like, it doesn't feel the same. But yeah, like when you write something to a certain melody, and then the melody is taken away, and then this thing still stays.
Yeah,
it can feel a little off. So for me, it felt a little bit off, even listening back to it. If I could go back many years later, I'd be like, I would have probably cut this song, only because I didn't love it. And if you don't love it, sometimes you got to leave it. And that was, that would have been a tough decision, especially, but with this album, it's so long. So it's like, I could have left something off probably, and that would have been the one.
I mean, you're talking about 20 years ago, dog. That was it. Everybody had bonus tracks. Everybody had albums that you could literally split up to double discs. So it's a telling of the times. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and I ain't mad at it.
The original is definitely long gone. All right. Okay, so now we get into like part 2 of the album. This is where things I think start picking up. This is Blackout, which is like my club jam joint that we used to play. It didn't sound like anything else on the album, but it kind of works.
Still holding the spot down. It's Woodstock hot now. Got it on lockdown. Like a penitentiary, you risking injury trying to get with me. From independence to the industry. Verbally, I'm homicidal, man. I got the title. If I was vital, trust me, dog. He not my rival. Stop the idle chatter. Man, I'm maneuvering. What can they do to him? Big spot Peruvian keeps cops pursuing them. Streets tried to do me, and he got smoother than most dudes. Most soulful vocal, straight from the old school. Persevere through it all. See my peers moving wrong.
This is a banger.
Give him that dopeness. The flow is ferocious. You know he's focused. Highly explosive. I spit nitro. Airtight flow. We gon' turn the lights low and just black out. Now get up, touch this, so that we gon' work out. Now get up, touch this, so that we gon' work out. Now get up, touch this, so that we up in the building. Get up, touch this, so that we gon' work out. Now get up, touch this, so that we gon' work out. Now get up, touch this, so that we gon' work out. Now get up, touch this, so that we up in the building. Get up, touch this, so that we gon' work out. This track make me wanna black out, act out, strangle the game until it tap out. You half pint rappers wanna be a half ounce. Call me follow, first in, last out. Stayed about 1,000 mics at last count. And ain't nobody like me, cuz I'm just trying to make hip hop like it was before these MCs started acting like they thugs, man. Keep keeping your vest on, the Vectron. Keep beating your chest on, your chest pawns. Got a swag like LeBron James. My veins reinforced with Teflon. Yeah, and the spot of your hand checks is big grand. Float tighter than spandex, I get grand. Watch how excited your man get. Problem with me, nah, you out of your league, dog.
That's crazy. I made a LeBron reference 20 years ago. He's still playing ball. That's crazy.
So
that's crazy.
Do you think he's what is he as good as he was then as he is now? Like, because think about it, he wasn't the complete player that he was.
Nobody's that good forever, I think.
No, but I'm saying in the beginning, he wasn't the complete player that he was in his prime. So it's kind of akin that as his career dies down, although athletically speaking, they're not the same, but they have the kind of the same skill set. He's not the prime time LeBron. So
he could still take over if he needs to. So it's just like when Mike got old and played for the Wizards, he just had the fadeaway on lock. Like it was just like, all right, I ain't got to do nothing else. If you can't stop this fadeaway, then boom. But yeah, this was usually my live set ender was this song.
Get up, touch this so that we gon' work out. Now get up, touch this so that we up in the building. Get up, touch this so that we gon' work out. Cause I'm the most consistent. I hit for average and go for distance. Y'all spitting cabbage with no convictions. Trying to do your best whole rendition. Yeah, so crazy. I can't let you hold my spot when I ain't heard nothing hot since Rapidemics dropped. And I don't care who signed you or who behind you. You gon' flop if the rhymes ain't hot. The game, it ain't over. It just begun. I got love for brothers, I put trust in none. Just squad, let's ride. Better bust your guns. A dirty job, but it must be done. Y'all ain't ready for king of the metaphors. Etc. Level y'all never bow down to another more. I'm telling y'all, play a rapper like tetherball. Set it all, leave a brother need smelling salts. Recognize, stop what you're doing and respect the man with the mic in his possession. Hold y'all applause and pause and all of the bulls balls that he bring to every session. Keep them guessing, come on, work out. Now get up, touch this so that we gon' work out. Now get up, touch this so that we gon' work out. Now get up, touch this so that we up in the building. Get up, touch this so that we gon' work out.
Man, it's back when you had to write 3 verses. Like all your songs had to be 3. Like that was the rule back then. You had to have 3 quality verses in you.
They had to give bars. So question, and I apologize if you didn't go over this before. Do you think there is, before you hang up the boots and everything, so to speak, are we gonna get an album with this type of lyrical content that represents you, or that Ran is up there with that's concert Ran if you in certain circles, like,
I don't know,
but I like every facet, like every true artist,
Yeah, I feel like there's a possibility that this could come back for sure. I think so. It's definitely a possibility. This is, it's what I like doing. It's how I started off. I just never wanted to feel like I'm going backwards. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I just wanted to be
hell no.
Me. Oh, what was that? Oh, hello. I just wanted to be me being creative and not, doing something I don't necessarily like feel comfortable with, or that isn't something new. You know what I'm saying?
And
That's really what it is. So I never want to go back. Like I'm always like, yo, I got to keep going forward. I can't go back and say the same things. I can't do the same things. So if I can find new ways to say what I was saying then absolutely I would do it. And sometimes it just takes new beats, new current events happening or whatever. But it can happen. So the next song is Push. This is actually the only song I have a video for. So I'm gonna play the video. I might as well give y'all a visual aid. Came a little during Apocalypse Bars. Oh yeah, okay. Shouts to that song. So yeah, this is Push by me. All right, here we go. 2000.
I was the man of the house at 12, contemplating ways to make it about this hell. Survive and maybe write a book all about the tell. Cause mama said with just a smidgen of doubt you fell. So since then I hit the block with no ounce to sell. Cause I knew she wasn't bailing me out the jail if I got caught. So I fought for the heart to take part in the art that would likely tear my soul apart. So call me conscious, cause I don't spit nonsense. I just give them options, diversify the topics. Knock it if you must, you wouldn't be the first one, I'm certain. Got thick skin, so it don't hurt none. If I was cursing and blurting stupidity, it only make the situation worsen. My peoples is thirsting, while demons is lurking. It's about time somebody pull back the curtain. So I gotta push, like a mother giving birth. When it hurt, I'ma push. When the scene looked the worst, I'm the first one to push. For Dr. King and push for Malcolm. Push the powers that be to change the outcome. Push like a mother giving birth. When it hurt, I'ma push. When the scene looked the worst, I'm the first one to push. For Peltier and push for Lumumba. Push for the babies. Push for the future. Yo, I change for work so I can work for change and make the change work for me. It's a hurtful thing. Getting paid on Friday and broke by the weekend. Depressed, I can't do much else but sleep in. Cause we was bred for a life of crime. Or legit way is hooping or writing rhymes. The mic's my grind. Third job, seed that I never had. Fight, fuss, scream, even dream with a pen and pad. I was raised with no pops and heaters was the stove tops. Looking at it objectively, I see why rappers go pop. But I couldn't look my peoples in the eyes, knowing I lied and became the one thing I despise. So I gotta push hard, scarred and bruised up, watching the same system that falsely accused us. I know I'll be in pain, but I can't let the work of my ancestors be in vain. So I'ma push like a mother giving birth. When it hurt, I'ma push. When the scene looked the worst, I'm the first one to push. For Rosa Parks, push for Diallo, push for the truth and the answers will follow. Push like a mother giving birth. When it hurt, I'ma push. When the scene looked the worst, I'm the first one to push. For the block, push for my brothers, push for my sisters, push cause I love you.
Man, I said I change for work so I can work for change. To make the change work for me. It's a hurtful thing, man.
First of all,
that boy was spitting.
One thing that I'm not gonna let go. First of all, you need to bring back the chin strap beard.
Yeah,
you need to bring it back. No stash, chin strap beard. Yeah, and you need to find those glasses.
That's nasty work, bro.
Perform in that fit. First of all, you look like you still in high school. That you made this song.
That is nasty work. That little thin, I don't know what was going on all the way around my face.
This is just blow.
That is nasty work. Oh man, what was I on? This is just insane. I know I'm being like, why did I do this to myself? I don't know, man. That is psychopath behavior.
Right there. That needs to be your next tee. Your next tee needs to be a picture of you with the glasses.
Psycho behavior, yo. I can't. No, this is.
and I'm gonna ask the questions that the fans want to know. Did you actually finish those dishes?
You know, I did not. We went into like some pizza place and they had real dirty dishes. And I was like, yo, I showed up at like 9 a.m. Like, did y'all just not wash dishes from the day before? Like, what in the world? So I was like, cool. Y'all got legit dirty dishes? Even better. And no, I did not finish busting those suds for that place. But no, that haircut is nasty work. I will never again.
Look at the hope and in those eyes.
Before the world turned this man evil. Whew,
Love it.
The innocence of this man. Shouts to John Colombo who did this video. He went on to do stuff for like Jim Jones. Man, he did a bunch of big videos too. So shout to him for looking out for a young cat on the come up.
First of all, ice_level. Yeah, finally I can sleep. We know what happened with the dishes.
I left those dishes. I was like, look, man, I appreciate y'all letting me in here, but I'm not doing your dishes. I'm sorry about that. Oh man, this is me saying, please, sir, buy my album. We'll bust suds for food. Oh man, crazy. Speaking of buy my album, I just saw that J. Cole is in Arizona. His car broke down.
You think that's legit? I know he's had his car worked on a couple of times, but like,
There's
you think
no
it's
way he's really
planned?
driving this same busted Civic all over the country.
I think what he's doing is he's driving it, and then overnight he probably hitches it to a tow to whatever the tour bus or whatever it is, and then goes to sleep. Because
that actually makes sense. There's no way you're actually putting real life miles on this car constantly because like
as a Honda
would
guy,
explode.
As a Honda guy, that car should be working, should be fine. I don't understand what kind of maintenance is he not doing to it.
Now the tires off. Like, I don't know. So I mean, you still got to do tires. Tires are still a thing. So you still have to keep those things up. But yeah, Hondas will run till the freaking, the wheels literally fall off.
Yeah, I had an Acura that let go at 350,000 miles. So
dang,
yeah, man.
50. I wonder what
I miss it. I miss it so much.
I wonder what his mileage is on this thing. If he's really, but like you said, he might be pulling it or something. That seems like a lot of work too. Like if you're throwing it on a hitch and actually like pulling it with a bus or whatever. But I wouldn't be surprised because you can't be out in the desert messing around with some old busted car.
Yeah, but then again, I don't know Arizona that well. I know I almost melted when I was there last. So that car might have been like, nah, fam, what we doing?
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like you get into these places, it's a little different. That weather start getting to you.
Yep.
So yeah, that is Push. Next, this song called Salvation. Salvation has another great rapper on it, guy named Wordsworth. It was the first big feature artist that I got on a song.
Before we get into that track, were there because I gotta ask the hard hitting questions, were there other locations to film? Like, was there a fast food restaurant? Was there, instead of a mechanic, did you want to go to a clinic and act like you were a janitor or something? Like, I don't know.
Basically, I asked the director, and he had friends. He's like, yo, I know a guy at a pizza shop. He'll let you in early to do some stuff. And the car shop wasn't a shop at all. It was somebody's literal garage.
Okay.
And so we just went into a garage and pretended like it was a body shop.
What?
And he actually had the overalls for me to put on. I don't think they fit all the way. I think something happened where they couldn't fit all the way, but they fit good enough for me to do the scenes with them. But and then we went to some really busted house way off the beaten path to do the rest of the scenes. And so yeah, just 3 locations, and we got it done.
All right.
Yeah. All right. So now back on to the Spotify for Salvation. D&3 on the beat.
We're not hearing it.
Oh shoot. Hold on. Thanks for letting me know. I think I need to put the share and check off audio. There we go. All right. Boom.
There we go. That beat's fire.
Yeah. No matter how strong we claim to be. Yeah. But y'all need a helping hand, you know what I'm saying? So I've been patient, but I need some salvation. Yeah. wasn't raised on the bad block, but around here fiends snatch your lawn chairs if you ain't got them padlocked.
True story. My lawn chairs got stolen on my block, and we were like,
"Oh man,
what kind of world is this where you can't even put lawn furniture outside without padlocking?"
Was it the good ones or was it the cheap vinyl ones?
It was cheap plastic garbage, man.
Oh,
Them
man.
things that they break over time. They get so weathered.
So what you're saying is that this person did it for the love. They did it for the love of the game, baby.
Maybe they were just practicing, you know. It's like, man, why do you need to sit on my chairs, bro? Like, come on, man.
Just to get another slice of that crack rock. Another day, another cat shot. Youngins love shooting craps on the blacktop. To the loser, come back with his cat cock. Clear the corner like a janitor. Skate before the cameras flash. You know it's all for the love of the cash. And baby mamas be praying to hit the lottery to get her out of poverty. Talking to the realtor about some beachfront property. And a life that's so far from hers. Sometimes to leave me at a loss for words. But this ain't the time. I write rhymes with a purpose to the person, trying to instill a sense of self-worth into the worthless. Who think nobody understand the dirt below the surface? Never claim to be perfect, no one on this earth is. Watching for the surface, rating on my circus. Living my life before we close my curtains. It's what it is you played us and never paid us. I've been patient, now I need salvation.
I need a hand whenever the world becomes cold. Look in my eyes, look in the sky. They need to help us, man. Even when it gets too hard, and you gotta struggle through the fire, with the desire, keep on reaching
it's getting
for
worse by the
salvation.
second. Kids grab weapons when they feel threatened. Stress can take a young G into a still veteran. Less than 18, looking like he 35, told a 45.
Less than 18, looking like he 35. I could now say 45 now, but these cats be looking
hold
old
on.
these days.
The streets, and by the streets, the comments are saying something about a MySpace story. Are we going to divulge that today, or are we going to just let the song rock and not say anything?
The Ron Damian MySpace story. Okay. Well, there's so many stories to this song. The two singers on this record, first there was a cat named Nadir from Detroit who sings in the background. He does the salvation. Then the other guy, Ron Damian, he does the sing. I think he wrote that hook too. And then anyway, that I remember being like, yo, Ron Damian, he's a great singer. We looked him up. I think he was from Philly or Jersey or something like that.
Yep.
And we were like, yo, that's a cool cat, you know. I don't really know much else of the story, but I do remember like he was a good guy. I remember we didn't do a whole lot of songs together, but this is the only time. But we met each other on MySpace. Dope cat. We didn't really do much else, but MySpace was a good time for connecting people together. You know what I'm saying? And I will say that we did a lot of dope connections. I remember I'm trying to think. Is there a story? I don't know. All right, I'm gonna get back to it. If there is a story, I will jog my memory on it. But let me check my notes too. I got some notes on these songs too, so I'll look at those as well. All right. Salvation.
Dreams of being a certified gangster, thanks to movies and music. His mom working 3 jobs and pop was abusive. This life he ain't choosing, but with no options or doctrine, it seemed foolish to refuse it. Rick's supposed to be in charge of the homeland, but here a grown man can't support his own fam. So Lord save us from living outrageous, killing for wages, spending a lifetime in cages, waiting for greatness, escape from the matrix, and meanwhile afraid of the fate that awaits us. Looking to the future, but too blind to see a picture of where we need to be. Salvation.
I need a hand to hold whenever the world becomes too cold. Just look in my eyes, look in the sky. Hope and shine.
They need to help us, man.
Even when it gets too hard, and you've gotta struggle through. Walk through the fire, with your desire.
Yo,
keep on reaching for
seeking
salvation.
salvation. But people won't foul statements, condemn buildings, need painting. foul maintenance, drug pushers, child rapists. 911, it's like 3 6s. You dialed Satan. In your own hands, you take matters to get even. Another person's family is made sadder. Informants take data, make friends chatter, and drop dime on crimes when they gather. Shots from karma, army fatigues, bulletproof vests. They need to make the tank tops from armor. Criminal activity, storefront black ministries. Nowadays, religion's a cash industry. Lack sympathy, man mugged in the alley. Cousins in county, husbands of bounties. Outlook on life is dreadful. You know it's bad when you feeling like death is a rescue. They need to help us, man.
They need to help us whenever the world becomes look in my eyes, look in the sky, hoping shining down on you. Even when it gets too hard, and you
This is when we took him to church. Clapping.
go through the fire, 'cause your desire, keep on reaching for salvation.
Yeah.
That was fire.
That was fun. Now, part 3.
You ever get trapped in a situation that just ain't working? Yeah. Sure, they really working my nerves now, but I done came too far to kick it to the curb now. Cause I didn't cut her off in time. She'll probably get like Lynn in Thin Line. Cause she the type that'll gobble your ear off. How your best friends with a bottle of Smirnoff. Stressed out with premature hair loss. Wondering exactly what you're there for. Sick of the argument and fussing and all. Think we'd be better off if we wasn't involved. Got me ducking and dodging when I'm up in the mall. And she angry whenever she call. Neither one of us wanna be the first one to say goodbye. Cause it just might hurt some. I tell you why. I ain't the most emotional guy. We ain't happy, girl. What I'm supposed to do? Cry? Lock the door like, baby girl, you can't leave me. Please, I'm just hoping she don't break my TV. They say it's nothing that some passion won't fix. And I'm just trying to play some Madden 06. And I don't know how this happened so quick. But Johnny said you must have quit if it don't fit. So I'm out to get to you my search. And just in time, cause this is the end of the verse. So I'm gone.
Fun fact, that's the same sample that Just Blaze used on the classic Exhibit C. That was J Electronica joint. So basically Taylor Part 3 is like the worst representation of me. It's like me being the total D-bag dude who's like, I'm done. Like, so glad you're out of here.
Bad news, Iran.
Yeah. I don't know if you ever been in this situation. You're like, but I've literally been there where you're like, we're not happy. Why are we crying? Why are we mad? Why are we throwing stuff? Like, yo, can you just be out? Can you not break things and can you leave?
100%. I think everybody that's had mature relationships now had these relationships that paved the way to that, where you're like, wait a minute, why are we doing this? You know?
Yeah. So this is gosh, I'm trying to remember the sample now. It's like I can hear it. I can hear it so vividly in my now I'm gonna look it up. The Exhibit C is the same sample. It's Cross My Heart, Billy Stewart. Cross my heart that I love her. And it's like a really slow like jam, but I'm gonna play a little bit of it just to show you. That's Billy Stewart. Ooh. All right, here we go. I'll play a little bit. Let me share this correct window. You'll know it if you've ever heard the J Electronica song. You'll know it when you hear it. All right, so let me share. You probably be like, oh yeah, I think I've definitely heard this. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Can you hear it? It's basically the verse part that I used, and then later on he goes into more singing. Anyway, banger.
That is fine.
Yeah. So you find inspiration in little places. This one here is Luminescence, another DN3 production. Reef the Lost Cause. It's like a Philly legend. When he gets on the track, it's just bodying it. So it's just raps, more rapidy raps. The assignment on a song like this is like just body it. I think I even asked him. I was like, body me. Pause. But like, yo, your job is to kill the track, kill everybody on the track, kill me too. Like, because I'm coming for your head. It was one of those type of songs. It's like, let's just everybody just rap. And here it is. This is Luminescence. Let me get back on the share screen. We're getting toward the end, but we had to end it off kind of with some bars down the stretch. Da, 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 da.
Yeah, reap the lost cause, random, rhyme nation. The importance of the yeah, I'm still at work. You took time off, and your career that hurt. Yeah, that jerk. I know you hate how I wear that smirk. I'm a criminal, you femme fatale. Wear that skirt and the shoes to match. All I know is bruising sacks in the hood with cruising gats. Niggas and foolish blacks. What the world needs, another dude that raps. I don't think so, but I wouldn't really know, cause I don't think though. I drive fast and drink slow. I'm so rugged, you're a man with a mink coat. In a million years, they'll analyze what my ink wrote. I spit water, you couldn't shrink soap. I think dope and speak the same language. Eat you for breakfast, you're a coffee and a Danish anguish. The reflection in the mirror said, Reef, I make you famous. I spit in my face. Rhymes is the fault. You can't get in the safe. This is the place where I shine best. Flow timeless. Leave you spineless in a rhyme fest. You ain't feeling my ish. That's a lie, kid. Like a label offering me my masters. If I just sign this and don't read it, B, you don't need it. Read smoke, then start training like Batman begins. You're still teething. Yeah, I think we win. Nickel. They come around, but they never come close to hard Billy MCs. Ignorant minds are free. It's elementary.
Yeah, the grand wizard acquitted, but can't quit it. When Rand spit it, I'm cold as a blizzard. He's cancerous and doing damage and manage it, can't manage it. Make the mic gleam like an uncut amethyst. Most hated with mosaics and acts through the illest and Philly. And most haters won't say it, but it's Reef and random. Feast of famine, still beats on beats, get the streets an anthem. But not something to clap to, it's something to clap for. The rap sure at your back door. And I ain't saying I'm invincible, but it's the principle. Battling me just don't seem sensible. Like buying an album to stretch your numbers for Lex and Hummers. I'm hotter than a Texas summer. It's the oracle warning you that what you ought to do is save up until you can afford a new engineer and smack whoever it was who recorded you. It's noise pollution for the fact you even audible. They'll try rhyming in ASL. Drop an album and pray that sell. Cause you ain't built for this. Gorillas in the wilderness, they kill for this. Is you serious? This is the redefinition of lyricist.
They come around, but they never come close to hard Billy MCs. Ignorant minds are free.
It's elementary.
Yo, you said you hot, dude, stop that. My lyrics is like shots to your top hat. The best, yeah, you not that. Fall back and watch us. Rhyme Nation is knocking them unconscious. Y'all think y'all gonna stop us? Never that. I sever cats. Where y'all Berettas at? Now your man standing there asking where your head is at. Neo P is ruthless, leaving these MCs toothless. Don't be stupid, get down with the movement. We the hottest squad around town and we proving it. Better make way for the kings, start moving it. Cause I'm sick with the flow, I need medication. MCs never phase him cause he's too amazing. He's too blazing like Cajun rice. My ways is nice, spit with the ways of Christ. Danger like I wave the knife in the air near your throat. Run when you hear the quotes, fear the ghosts. Y'all rappers have never been hard. I trained for months, pens in the medicine ball. My stamina's long-winded, come on with it. Lyrically, if you keep on asking for it, then you gon' get it.
They come around, but they never come close to hard Billy MCs. Ignorant minds are free.
It's elementary.
It's Random Beats. Rhyme Nation.
D3, you have any idea where that sample came from? He's in the chat. I wonder. I feel like when you just digging and chopping stuff, stuff just happens. You don't really keep a track of what's happening. That's how it is when I sample.
You and I, we have a higher calling.
That little sample at the end is from the Amadeus movie. Not sure if you've seen it. It's a
Yep.
flick. And there was a lot of like inspiration I got out of that from classical music as well. I listened to a ton of classical. It was the first stuff I could sample actually, because apparently a lot of that stuff was so old that the like statute of limitations was going on it, so you could sample. So I would go to the library I just pick up a bunch of classical CDs and then I would just start sampling them. So yeah, shout out to DJ Action who did the scratches on that. We put together a little fun track. It was like, let's just rappity rap. And then we get to
I like it.
Thank you. And then the sads. He said a Spanish classical piano record, something. And then this one I think is a Marvin Gaye sample. This is I Still Care, another Oheni production. This one was a little sad and slow.
R&B rap track.
Yeah.
My shorty asked me if I still care, if she was stricken to a wheelchair with polio, wearing holy clothes and homeless, if I would still be here. I said, what kind of question is that? Cause what we got is special. In fact, when I was making less than a stack, kept doing raps, kept you intact. And I was just a buck at the time, stuck with my mom, stuck in the grind, praying for some luck with the rhymes. Told her yes, although I'd love to decline. I said that I would catch her when she fell, and if she did forever in the cell, I'll be there with the bouquet on that same day that they let you out of jail. She smiled ear to ear, then from her eye, thought I saw a tear. She said it's nothing, no discussion, but we've been dating for a couple years. And then she started looking to the sky, wouldn't even look me in the eye. She said, I'm sorry, but I gotta tell you, baby, I've been chilling with another guy. She apologized, but I said it's cool, do me a favor, dry your eyes, girl, I already knew. Way before you told me, girl, I forgave you. And it wasn't cause I wanted her, but it's cause I know that ain't nobody flawless. First and foremost, I'm an artist, but I care for you, girl, regardless. So
we might, we might.
Katrina, never could have predicted I would see you. American on TV and they feed her water with a baby and no one to feed her. When they can drop food in Iraq, the cats that we never met seem kinda ill. How brothers and sisters on our very own steps get sentenced to death. Please. Over flooding oceans, smallpox, dead bodies floating. Biblical signs are just erosion, Armageddon or some kind of omen. No matter, cause you got to fight for your soul, fight for your life, fight for your rights. But in the back of my mind, I wonder if things would have came a little quicker if it happened where there was majority white. Every time that I write, leave a piece of my soul for the peeps in the hole, men that sleep in the cold. Regardless, the fact remains that cats are slain for crack and change. I wish the answer to that was fame, but it takes more than that to patch the pain. Then they gave us the rapping game, but that's the same as match the flame. And I ain't saying that's to blame. Slavery's over, but we act the same. We kept the chains and kept the things that are worthless in the grand sketch of things. Cause you can't put a price on life, and you just can't take it with you when you go. One nation, indivisible. Focus on the sins of the individual.
We might.
Yeah. So this one was my this was like the ending. I felt like it was like, all right, let's slow it all down. Remember to have a heart, care about people, take care of your people. That was kind of the wrapping up the album with thoughts about caring for people even when they do you dirty. First verse about a relationship that does you dirty. Second verse about a country that does you dirty. And just remembering that just, you know, hate on top of hate just creates a worse situation. So you might as well spread love. And yeah, that's basically the end of the album, except there's bonus tracks that I really love. We get to hear D&3 rapping on one of them. We did a track called Whole Lot to Love, which is just basically, I call it one of those rap game tracks where you talk about how like whack the rap game is. Like a lot of rappers are whack, or a lot of record labels are whack. And then there's a City Boy, which was like my that was kind of like our little, it was like my first like low-key minor hit that I used to play. It was a hit at the open mics. Just talking about
it's a hit nonetheless though.
Yeah. So yeah,
So-
let's do this. But yes, any thoughts?
So interesting. So the bonus tracks is just labeled bonus tracks, and then I assume is a couple tracks pushed together.
Yes, I put 2 tracks together at the end. I didn't actually want to, because the City Boy song has a very popular sample. And I was a little bit afraid of that sample getting caught and getting me snagged and caught up. So I tried to hide it with the bonus track thing. And who did that? I think I heard it on the Roots album, where they had like a long outro, and then you look and the outro was like 10 minutes long. And I was like, what is going on here? And they'd have a skit, and then they'd have like a minute of silence, and then another song would come on. You're like, what? You know, so it felt like you were unlocking something. Nowadays, though, with digital tracks, you can look at it and see 8 minutes, what? You know, or a CD, you can see, but maybe not even with a CD would just keep playing and you just wouldn't know until something came on. So that's basically what I was trying to do, is hide the track. This is back in the CD days. So you'd be like, you'll get to the end and be like, man, I didn't get to hear that song City Boy. And then boom, it comes on. Surprise.
Like, oh man, a gift for those who wait.
Yeah.
I wanna quit, but then it's days I'm in love with it. This gift feel like a punishment. Every time I put pen to page, I gotta come with it. It ain't as fun as it looks on TV. Cause half these cats with deals, they can't lyrically see me. Politics of this business is no joke. Sometimes I feel like there ain't no hope. Being so dope, but trying to do it the righteous way. Sometimes I feel like just throwing the mic away. But hey, I can't stop cause I got the bug. But it ain't a whole lot to love.
From the bottom of my ticket, I sworn to flow sicker. Only one that getting paid for freestyles is Big Figure. Rap is a hell of a game if you try to gain enemies. Rap and pro wrestling got the same type of chemistry. And y'all don't know the cats that really run the industry. Sometimes I wanna swallow 10 shots of Hennessy. No stress. I got a 9 to 5 I actually like. It feel good, know but cats in control of my life. My family life is worth way more than your ice. You think I'm allergic to strikes, then you probably right. Somebody looking for the fight. The cops will breed them they rights. And they don't wanna squash the grind. The F trying to be nice. Moving on. Chill the violence, hip hop is Hollywood. It's all images. Kids is thinking you're probably good due to television, radio with short span attentions. The meaning of fearless is ignorance of consequences.
On some days I wanna quit, but then there's days I'm in love with it. This gift feel like a punishment. Every time I put pen to page, I gotta come with it. It ain't as fun as it looks on TV. Cause half these cats with deals, they can't lyrically see me. Politics of this business is no joke. Sometimes I feel like there ain't no hope. Being so dope, but trying to do it the righteous way. Sometimes I feel like just throwing the mic away. But hey, I can't stop cause I got the bug. But it ain't a whole lot to love. From the block to the booth, studio to stage, I've been coming of age. I'm still stuck in my ways. No matter how many devils try to persuade me or make me turn my back on this game that raised me. These radio cats pretending they my man, want me to pay them just to play my jam. Negro, please, I see no reason. I paid my dues and everything I say I do. So forget battle raps with Cadillacs. I sit on the corners for free where the dealers and the addicts at. Trying to play Rhyme Nation, we ain't having that. I know I'm nice, but I ain't never been a bragging cat. Hacksaw Jim Duggan with a battle axe in the underground, gon' stay my habitat. Subterranean raps, puncture cranians, 1,000 beats, 200 songs, love creating them. Enough styles to fill a bunch of stadiums. Industry rule number 4081. Your own family, you'll probably be the shady ones. Attention, no duck it, you ain't gotta pay me none.
On some days I wanna quit, but then there's days I'm in love with it. This gift feel like a punishment. Every time I put pen to page, I gotta come with it. It ain't as fun as it looks on TV. Half these cats with deals, they can't barely see me. Politics of this business is no joke. Sometimes I feel like there ain't no hope. Being so dope, but trying to do it the righteous way. Sometimes I feel like just throwing the mic away. But hey, I can't stop cause I got the bug. But it ain't a whole lot of love.
I like it.
Hey.
So before the next track starts, when you wrote that line about industry cats, was there somebody in particular like you were like, I want your spot? Like, I don't know who you are, dog, but you suck. You don't have to say names. You can just say yes or no.
Yes, I definitely was thinking of somebody. Or like people come up to me and they'll be like, oh man, I can't believe, like, it's like now it happens on YouTube. Somebody will listen to something on YouTube, be like, I can't believe this only has blank views. Like, I can't believe you're not signed. I can't believe you're so much better than X rapper. You know, they'll just mention somebody. So that happened a lot. And it's like, man, it's so frustrating. And this was literally my beginning, but I felt like such an old man because 20 years ago, I was still in my, almost 30. So like, I felt like an old man in the game because I was already out in the streets, freestyling, rapping, writing songs and stuff like that. So even though it was my first album, I felt like an OG because I had kind of watched a lot happen. And most of the people, like, I was recording people at the studio, and those people that would come in were usually younger than me, and so that's kind of why I thought like, oh, I'm an old man, like I'm the old man in the club. And so I began to think like, this is just not going to work out. Pop, or I'm not in love writing songs like that. You know what I'm saying? How I was feeling at the time. And then this is City Boy. It's just basically but with a very, very famous sample.
Secret Service, yeah.
That chipmunk soul.
Club fiend to get a piece of the streets because it gave him love. Ain't never been a thug, but I always was aware of the game, even as a youngin' in my underwear. Watching my neighbor beat his wife and kids. It's the life we live. I got no choice but tell it like it is. It's where the average chick I happen to dish you. If you still rolling on rim, this factory issue. Cats is official. Crystal dreams with Kool-Aid cats. Resulting to stick up because they blew they last. On the
Hold on, you remember rims?
Chain, racing in the fast lane, salivating for a taste of that fame. Cats be focusing, trying to find the opening, smoking and drinking they problems away because they can't cope with them. That's how these dudes do it. I see it on the reg. I'm Philly born and bred, so a brother used to it. The city, yeah. Yeah. Just a city boy.
Don't Stop Believing is everybody's karaoke go-to. So I used to play a little bit of that and then get everybody hype, and then it would speed up and run right into this song. It would be like, just a city boy, gonna raise out the joy. And then it would just like, pow, 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 pow. They would turn into this beat.
Live and direct from the brotherly. Holy Spirit cover me. Cause these brothers murder for the currency. And cats think Philly, they think Rocky and cheesesteak. I mayor from the hood. How we gonna keep the streets safe? While the dirty cops cruise the block, a pat down might pick you out your shoes and socks. If you move them rocks, we party hard like Mardi Gras. Girls go wild, but dudes lose they tops. I represent for them brothers that got they blunt spark from the hood to the white boys grinding in Love Park. You know we want them room that spin like propellers on helicopters, and everybody wanna be rappers instead of doctors. It's the birthplace of gambling, huff. Philly sound where these kiddies get it down, pulling hammers and busts. It's the city, y'all. Yeah. It's where I live, it's what I am. Yeah. Living in a lonely world. I'm just a city boy.
I'll say I don't really like the fact that it almost seems like I'm like glorifying all the violence that happens in the city by being like, yeah, this is where we're from. I don't really like that. But
it
is what it is.
20 years
just
ago.
kind of is what it is. But it was 20 years ago, and that's really what it was, what I saw every day. So it's like, because now I listen to other rappers. I don't want to put it on nobody else too much, but I listened to the J. Cole album, and I was just like, I don't want to hear every song. Man, these dudes might shoot your head off, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, okay, we get it. It's violent in your city. You know what I'm saying? And like I would find myself being extra critical of that. And I mean, granted, this is 20 years ago, because to me, this sounds like that's the stuff you say when you're young coming up. You're like, man, I'm from where they push you in your head, you know what I mean? And it's like, well, yes, I am, but like that's not really something to be like super proud of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and also, you know, if you're at a certain age and you still live in an area that they got that, well, you know, that's a choice at this point. Like,
yeah, you kind of choosing to still be a part of that.
You feel me? Bounce, bounce, yeah. It's dangerous if you ain't came with your crew. They got eagles, hawks, and llamas, but they ain't in the zoo. And crackheads that do anything you pay them to do. Wrong words or a stare, cats is blazing at you. But nah, I don't glorify, I just spit it like it's given. Bottle up my emotions and then put it to a rhythm. I was born and raised there. I seen young bucks brought up by the block, cause mama couldn't spring for daycare. Yeah, it's the city, and it ain't all grim. Some brothers get it down right, and yeah, I applaud them. But let me drop a small gem, and you better believe me, nobody said it'd ever be easy as a city boy. Let's take a quick minute. Give a shout out, rest in peace. All the brothers and sisters that passed on all these city blocks all over the world. Watts, Compton, Philly, Jersey, London, Canada, all over, yeah. I'm just a city boy. Yeah. Living in the lonely world, yeah. Just a city boy. Yeah. Living in the what? Yes, random. Secret Service.
All right,
Shout out to
this
Gap.
is it. 8-minute track. Well, yeah, it's 2 tracks in one, but yeah. And that is the end. So the bonus tracks, I felt like they were bonus because they didn't really like fit. You know what I mean? It's like extra stuff to listen to. But that is it. That's the album.
So here's the thing, right? Now, first of all, great album, a great debut. I like it, but is it when you were younger, your voice was like, yeah, like it's more like gruff back then?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, I feel like
Is that you putting on for you see, like, yeah, because you know this is how Rand talks on the rap album back in the day.
yeah, I don't know. I don't understand it either. I listen to it now and I'm like, yeah, maybe that was just the accent of the, you know, of where I was, you know what I'm saying? And it just came out of me more like when the beat came on, it's like, this is who you become, you know what I'm saying? It became your rap voice or your rap style. Yeah, man, it's very different. Like I listen to it now, I'm like, dang, I talk different, I sound different, I rap different. It's definitely I don't know, like I really don't know. It's like part of it is like maybe it came out of me because of the songs I was talking about.
Yeah.
And it's like growing up in Philly, man, it's different. Like I don't even know how to explain it. You understand.
20 years ago, like my
20 years ago,
vocabulary was completely different.
We might not have had the vocabulary we have. We might not have the we have now.
Yeah.
And be soft. Like it's real. Like, it was very different.
The Key and Peele sketch on their phones talking to whoever.
I'd be like, man, where the energy be like, man, this is what I was doing at that time. I did a poster and I did a signed CD, and those things can be yours. All you got to do is go to the website, and these are going to be super limited. I just did a couple of really quick things just to kind of have something to celebrate this moment, and then it'll be gone. So if you go to megarandmerch.com, no, it's megarandmusic.com, not merch. These are going to come straight from me. You can pick up any of this stuff, one or all of them. There's also hoodies. I actually ordered one of the hoodies myself because I'm probably gonna wear that the next time you see me. So yeah, man, I did a little, just what do they call this? They call these merch capsules. Eminem does them all the time, where he'd be like, yo, there's an anniversary of my album, so here's all the stuff. And so yeah, you can get the CD. I'll sign it. There's a poster. I'll sign it, and a shirt that I won't sign.
So if you had to get on stage tomorrow, would you know all the lyrics off top, off rip, full album, front to back?
No, gun to my head, I would be screwed. I would be like, nope. I'd have to rap over the freaking vocals on these tracks. That's what I would have to do. Yeah, and I would never want to do that. So yeah,
I mean, you're not the only one. Like, who was it? Like, I believe, I think it was Beanie. Beanie said that, like, I think State Property did I don't know if they did it under their name, but they did a reunion tour recently, like a couple years ago. And he was like, "Yeah, man, I had to get back in the booth and try to remember all these songs."
Wow.
It's like, some of them are 25 years old, and I'm like, "Oh, wait a minute, hold on."
Yeah, man. Like, that's not so easy. And yeah, anybody that can come up with this stuff and still pull it off, like, I give them a lot of props, but that's not easy. Like, and you need a little reminder sometimes. But that's your favorite rappers. They use teleprompters. Nobody actually knows that because they don't see them.
Yep.
But yeah, there's teleprompters all the time. So yeah. But yes, there is a link for direct shipping of these on the site. You can grab these. There are also hoodies, there are tees, there are sweatshirts, and many other things. You can even change your color. I like black personally, but some people prefer different colors, so that's cool. But yeah, it's official. These are going to be super quick. They're going to be mailed direct to consumer. So I won't be touching them unless you want me to sign stuff. But yeah, it'll be yeah, man, it's kind of cool to celebrate this, especially when it's like a lot of people come up to me like, I didn't listen to you back then. Like I only started listening to you when you did, Mega Ran stuff, or you were doing other stuff. So that's fine, but now you get to see a little bit of the beginning of the story.
Tour concept, Mega Ran versus Random Beats, the tour.
Ooh.
You split up the set, come out with the Philly John, and then come out with the Mega Ran jacket. And then do a track you referencing each other, like you battling each other. That'd be the concert ending track. That's my gift for you.
That's a great idea. Wow. Okay. Random versus Mega Ran. Okay, I like that. I'll try to pull that off. I think the thing why I never did it is because it's like I'm a small independent artist. Like I can't be branding as two different artists. So it was best for me to just put it all together. But I do like the idea of like a showdown and being able to hear something from both sides. One more persona and I could do three faces of Foley. But there have been times in songs where they've met each other. Like there's a song I have called The Meeting and another song called Walking on Water, where old Random is talking to Mega Ran like, yo, you were supposed to come back for me. Yo, we're supposed to do this and that, but you did it differently, So yeah, I like having songs like that. I have not done a part 3. Okay, thanks you for actually noticing that. But yes, The Meeting and Walking on Water are 2 songs that I made where Random meets Mega Ran, and they have like a conversation. Like, what would the old me say to the new me? Like, would it be proud of me? Would it be disappointed? Would it have questions? Like, you know what I'm saying? So that was fun. But yeah, I think that's the end. We went through the whole album. We did it. And so thanks for joining. Now we go on to the future. What's next? I don't know. We will see. But it's good to reminisce a little bit. So I appreciate everybody joining me to talk about this real quick. And I hope you like it. Maybe go listen to it again. Pick up a poster or a shirt or a hoodie or something like that. And tell a friend. Tell a friend. Tell a friend you slept on this really good album from 20 years ago. And yeah, I'm out of here. I guess that is that. But yeah, we should jump on some Fortnite. So I'm gonna jump off the stream and I'll jump in and play with y'all.
Perfect. Let's do it. Let's do it to it.
All right, everybody. Thank you for the stream. I'm out of here. Oh, I need to do an outro video. I don't have an outro video.
Man, run the video of you with the with
oh,
the thin beard.
Yeah.
Play the whole thing out.
Oh God. All right, we're gonna run the video of me with this psycho haircut. All right, we're gonna end with push. Thanks so much. I'm doing a multi-streams. I don't know how to raid a stream on this, but I'll try. All right, I'll see y'all soon. Peace.
I was the man of the house at 12, contemplating ways to make it about this hell. Survive and maybe write a book all about the tell. Cause mama said with just a smidgen of doubt you fell. So since then I hit the block with no ounce to sell. Cause I knew she wasn't bailing me out the jail if I got caught, so I fought for the heart to take part in the art that would likely tear my soul apart. So call me conscience, cause I don't spit nonsense. I just give them options, diversify the topics. Knock it if you must, you wouldn't be the first one, I'm certain. Got thick skin, so it don't hurt none. If I was cursing and blurting stupidity, it only make the situation worsen. My peoples is thirsting, while demons is lurking. It's about time somebody pull back the curtain. So I gotta push, like a mother giving birth. When it hurt, I'ma push. When the scene looked the worst, I'm the first one to push. For Dr. King and push for Malcolm, push the powers that be to change the outcome. Push like a mother giving birth. When it hurt, I'ma push. When the scene looked the worst, I'm the first one to push. For Peltier and push for Lumumba, push for the babies, push for the future. Yo, I changed for work so I can work for change and make the change work for me. It's a hurtful thing, getting paid on Friday and broke by the weekend. Depressed, I can't do much else but sleep in. Cause we was bred for a life of crime. On legit way is hooping or writing rhymes. The mic's my grind. Third job, seed that I never had. Fight, fuss, scream, even dream with a pen and pad. I was raised with no pops and heaters was the stove tops. Looking at it objectively, I see why rappers go pop. But I couldn't look my peoples in the eyes, knowing I lied and became the one thing I despise. So I gotta push hard, scarred and bruised up, watching the same system that falsely accused us. I know I'll be in pain, but I can't let the work of my ancestors be in vain. So I'ma push like a mother giving birth. When it hurt, I'ma push. When the scene looked the worst, I'm the first one to push. For Rosa Parks, push for Diallo, push for the truth and the answers will follow. Push like a mother giving birth. When it hurt, I'ma push. When the scene looked the worst, I'm the first one to push. For the block, push for my brothers, push for my sisters, push cause I love you. Push. Same cat to say the cops is cowards on the block moving rocks and powder. What you think of that? Politicians saying we can change when they the main ones that need to change. What you think of that? All these rappers wanna front on tracks, all my favorites need to come on back. We need some banging stuff. Then eventually they do come back, and I'm like, damn, why do come back? You need to hang it up, like clothes in the closet. Mic Phelps when I flow on the topic. Might help if I boast it for profit. It's dope, you can't smoke it or chop it. Toxic, DNQ with random beats, and guess what? We in tune, like pulling the E string, doing the D thing. Check what we bring. If this is your first time hearing this, you about to experience top flight lyricism. Backpedal past comp with the quickness. Urgent care couldn't cure my sickness. Like ovarian cysts, I rarely would spit below who they comparing me with. This is it. Thanks for the patience. I promise this one's worth its weight in gold plating. You can't just comb. I'm on the mic and I'm back at home. Let's get it on.